It's ever since you set up those profiles, you fucked my shit up, Brimstone.
Yo, evidently I fuck a lot of people's shit up, man. I mean, come on. Hey, look at
You're
Rambo.
worthless.
Look at Rambo. He still hasn't been able to shit straight for weeks after our whole shindig. That's what that bitch gets for talking back to Poppy.
It's 'cause he's a
Oh,
hog.
hey, we're live.
He's a hog and dog enthusiast.
A hog and dog. Oh, yeah. We don't go deep because we are here to pump you up.
Pump and dump.
What the fuck? Pump and dump, dude? What the fuck?
I don't even want to know that.
Whoa, that bar's turning red. I've never seen it turn red before.
Yeah, I got that effect on people. So, what's on today's docket, gentlemen? What are we going to talk about? What's up? Go get welcome. Oh yeah, so evidently Rambo here is a hardcore racist.
Yes.
He hates Mongoloids, he doesn't like purple people, and he thinks green people are Nazis, and they're possibly worse than Hitler, so... I don't know about that.
Oh, God, it's so... Okay. First of all, if anybody's female that wears makeup, or if, I guess if you're male and you fly like that, Shane.
Wait, what?
Y'all need to start wearing L'Oreal makeup.
Oh, yeah, I saw that shit. That shit was funny.
My wife wears
Yes.
makeup, but it's whatever's on sale.
It needs to be L'Oreal or a L'Oreal product from now on.
Why?
Because they are the only company that I have seen yet that will actually stand up to actual racism. They had a transgendered black model that just got fucking hired, just got put into the head of diversity, and she goes on to her Facebook page and writes, "All white people are racist."
Oh,
And
God.
L'Oreal fired her.
Good.
Ha
Yes, and so, I mean, she was like, has like the double oppression points because, she's black and transgendered, or he I don't know what you call these people.
Shim. We call them shims.
Yeah. So that person got fired, and then this guy made a post, like a reply to L'Oreal, saying that white people need to acknowledge their racism. All white people need to acknowledge racism. And I quoted that tweet and said, that's about as ignorant as me saying all black people need to acknowledge their violence. And, I said, you can't lump everybody into a category of, because of a few. And so it went on. I mean, I had my black friends, everybody, liking the tweet or whatever. Everything was good. And then right before this damn podcast, somebody quotes the tweet and tags Black Bond and all the little race baiters in the thing that says, Rainbow Corner is a bitch or something like that. This is what he thinks of black people. And I'm like, are you just stupid? Or, do you, not have any fucking comprehension skills? Do you not know how to read and, comprehend what you're reading? Or are you just, look and go, black people, violence, done. I don't know. And then, so we got through the whole thing, and they finally figured out that I'm not a racist. But then, yeah, it was a long little, I had to have a conversation with him, and then a conversation with Next Gen, because he was another one that was tagged in the thing saying about me being a racist or whatever. And I'm like, I find it funny y'all telling me I'm a racist, and I'm adopting my mixed granddaughter. In what world is it okay that my daughter be allowed to date a black person, much less me adopt her mixed baby, if I'm a racist?
Maybe you think chocolate swirls are cute. Maybe you're hoping for a mixed baby to look like a little baby Eskimo. You don't know.
You're racist against black people, so just tell people she's Samoan. Yes,
I mean, it's just it's so odd to me. These people have no ability to critically think, no ability to read a tweet that's from a quoted tweet, and to be able to look, understand what's a Twitter. You got to read the quoted tweet first, and then read the response that I wrote, and then go, Oh, okay. Yeah, they're fucking dumb statements. Like, it has no critical thinking skills at all. Like, they just look at it and go, "Oh, he hates black people." Yeah, dummy. That's it.
What did Next Gen have to say about it?
He was wondering like why he was like he first like, do you actually believe this? And he's like, you gotta cool if you do, you gotta cool with that weirdo shit. It's like, no, I explained it to him because, Lord, the last thing I want is fucking.
You ever notice everything's weirdo shit to him? Like, if you like something, it's weirdo shit, or if you don't like something, it's
That's weird. Yeah, it's weird. But he was like, they finally figured out that like the context of my tweet, and they're like, oh yeah, I agree. I'm like, you could have just done that from the beginning had you just read the fucking thing.
Would have been good.
Reading is hard.
It can be.
I mean,
Babe, put away the sheets with the holes in them. We're not using them tonight. Our boy Rambo's okay.
That's what it's like.
Jesus Christ, this is so stupid. Like,
like people just cannot read and understand things. Like, it's like they're so programmed to read a tweet like that and automatically read black people are all violent, and that's it. That's all they get out of the whole fucking tweet.
Well, don't you know, everything is racist, everything is sexist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point it all out, Rambo.
Yeah, like
and it's tough. It's hard.
babe, did you actually get the white privilege check in the mail today? We need to deposit that bitch. Yes, I want macaroni and cheese and nuggies tonight for dinner.
With mayo.
With mayo.
And then I had to deal with
Ketchup is
that.
too spicy.
I had to deal with that and SEMO today.
Oh God.
Yo, leave my little nigga SEMO alone, man. That's my boy right there, you bully.
Because your boy needs to Google jokes and understand like what joking is. Like, he needs to be able to read
Rambo.
Google and go, oh,
Isn't this like the second or third time he's done this to you?
We've been over
Yes.
this. I told him all you gotta do is put knock knock in front of what you're saying, and he'll know it's a joke.
Oh no, he told me from now on, whenever I tweet, that I need to put that /s at the end of my tweet so everybody knows it's sarcasm. I'm like, I'm not dumbing down my tweet so that way y'all can, the dum-dums can understand what the hell I'm saying.
Rambo, if you're not speaking in crayon, I don't want to listen to you. Yo, nigga, you got pastels? Because I may need them.
And they need to be primary colors. None of that teal and burgundy shit.
This ain't Easton, nigga.
It's, I mean, I made the joke like, I forgot, like, because I went to eat Taco Bell tonight, and I had like the Xbox One like box or whatever.
I forgot about that.
And it was in the box was in the trash, and I took a picture of it and was like, well, man, even the box is trying to tell me something. The universe is trying to tell me something here.
You start shit with that kind of stuff. You know that, Rambo?
Yeah, I know.
I don't feel bad
like
for you with that kind of stuff.
Well, no, what was funny is like the Xbox, like Cole G Split, everybody else, like they responded with like a joke right back to me. Like everybody kind of understood that it was a joke. The SEMO's like, so I'm assuming if a PC is in the trash and a Pro is in the trash and a Switch is in the trash, it's all trash then? And I'm like, yeah, shut up. I'm just like, it's a fucking joke, SEMO. Joke. Google. Like, just Google joke and you'll understand. It's just.
Well, I want to say what's up to our dude Chisholm. What's up, Chisholm? What's going on, man? Are you gonna stop being a little girl? You gonna get on tonight, or can you get on tonight? I can't remember if you're out of that storm or not. I remember you saying that you weren't
Come on, he's working the corner tonight, bro.
Is he in Texas?
Is he swimming on the corner? Is that what you're telling me?
When you shop for your first car, make sure it's a speedboat. No. But in all seriousness, I want to live stream and put a link to donate to the Harvey things.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go get. I mean, we go on this long back and forth trying to explain a joke to him, and I'm like, dude, this is a joke. Like nobody's taking it seriously because everybody knows me. Like people that follow, like my followers know me because they read my tweets every day. They know, you know, what's going on and that I'm just joking. He's like, yeah, but you need to put a /s, you know, behind it so that way, you know, other common people don't know. I was like, dude, it's like it's video games. It's not that serious. I don't give a shit what anybody reads into this thing, and it's like I could care less. Couldn't care less.
You need to put JK, Rambo.
Yeah, pretty much.
He needs to go Raffle Mouth JK LOL.
And then he started listing all the different reasons, like, well, whether it be gaming, whether it be politics, whether it be economics, whether it be all these different, like these things are important in life and they can influence somebody's decisions. And like if you're saying this, they can look at it and say the Xbox One X is trash, and that you could actually influence people to not buy the Xbox. And I'm like, no, I couldn't, because it's gaming, dude. It's consoles. Like, no, like this is not life or death. I was like, I'm not actually affecting anybody's life. Not actually laws to be passed to like really make sure that everybody understands my text in completion. You know, I was like, this is really not that damn serious. And he was like, well, you're influenced by things, and I'm like, no, I'm really not. Like, I don't.
We've been over that.
Yeah, he's like, well, when you read reviews, and I'm like, I don't read reviews. You don't understand. Okay, so get this. He's like, if I go to the store, even if I've never seen a review, I've never seen anything, and I buy a PlayStation, back when I bought a PlayStation 1. I don't know why he went back to PlayStation 1, but he went back to PlayStation 1. But I walk in there on day one to buy it. Mm-hmm. He's like, it influenced you to buy it. And I'm like, no, an inanimate object cannot influence me. Like, it just cannot. Well, yes, it can, because
in a way,
I might have wanted to play the games on it, and you know, the games influence you. It's like, no, they're inanimate objects. Influence is not. Influence is like, you know, subjective or whatever. You know, it's through talking or like through ads, marketing, something, but not simply looking on a shelf going, oh, there's a game, I want to buy that console. I'm not even being influenced. So he sent me a picture of a book about the arts of influence or something like that.
Holy
He's like,
shit.
you really need to read that, fam. And I'm like, dude, you take too much shit fucking literally. Like, seriously, there's an abstract world, you know, out there. Figure out where that abstract world is and start actually living life. I was like, you're living literally, and like you can't, you're not going to make words. You're just not.
No. I've actually let box art influence me on buying different things before.
Yeah, that was probably back in the day before like video sharing was even a thing, right? Like that was
box
kind of
art. Box art, maybe I can maybe go back to like box art, because you're looking on the back for something that you like in the pictures in the back.
Yeah, like, you know how they say never judge a book by their cover. Well, I have several times and bought that book, you know.
Bought?
Yeah, bought, whatever. Shut up.
But no, I can understand that, because I mean that's marketing. That's their form of marketing. So, but by just walking in and saying, like, day one, walking and saying I want a PlayStation 1, I'm not being influenced by a review or by a commercial or anything like that. I know I want a PlayStation. I go ahead and buy it. You know, I don't. I mean, technically, I mean, if you want to get down to the literal and technical definition, well, then yeah, you could technically say everything is an influence. You know, but I mean, obviously, we can't live literally, because people would be fucking hung and strung and you know. Everywhere else.
Are you a poet? You didn't even know it.
It's so. He's like, everything I've ever seen you type about the Xbox, you've been shitting on it. I was like, no, dude. Like, constructive criticism is not hating the console. I was like, if I thought the console was garbage, I was like, I would not own one. I would not play one, and I sure as fuck would not pre-order a $500 Xbox One X.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, I'm not one of these people that just have a lot of money that I can go, oh, I want to shit on the Xbox, so I'm gonna buy it. Like, I'm sorry, but like, there's so many people out there that go out and buy the other console, don't play it, but they buy it just so that way they can say they own it, and so they can shit on it.
Oh, there's a fucking ton of people that do stupid shit like that.
I'm like, you can look at my gaming history on all of them, and you can see that I actually game on them. I just.
He's like, I get triggered.
It was when every time I see like something like, you know how Shane, whenever I see that you're like the notification saying Shane tagged you in on Facebook.
I'm gonna answer yes for him because he stepped out for a minute.
Okay, well, when I see like on my phone it says as Simo replied, and I'm like, oh fuck. Because it's never. I mean, it's like he wants to challenge me, but it's like every time he challenges me, it's like I can't. I just can't because like everything he says, I have to watch everything I say because everything I say, he takes everything literally.
Literally.
Yes, like word for word. Like he will dissect my whole fucking tweet and pull out each individual word and like take the literal meaning for each one of them and go, okay, this is what you actually said. No, that's really not. But okay.
You're like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. Guys, pack it up. We're done gaming. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
I finally did that with him. I was like, I'm done. I was like, I can't. I really can't. I was like, I just can't go there now. I was like, you're like, taking everything literally, and I just can't do it. I can't.
Did you do the whole I can't? Did you do the whole I can't even scenario to him?
Yes, I did. I was done. I just couldn't. I could not do it anymore. I was like, I don't know how to have a conversation with somebody that is so literal that I have to watch what I say, because he wants to take the definition of every word that I say, pull it all out, and then try to tell me exactly what I really actually said. And I'm like, I just.
You're like, please tell me, what did I say? Come on, what did I say? Just tell me. I mean, I was joking around, but you know, obviously it wasn't a joke to you. So what did I say to offend you?
Trism says, damn, Rambo, times like this, I'd recommend just taking a break or actually talking with him verbally. It doesn't, trust me, the verbal communication does not help. We've had him on here before, and you can ask anybody in the comments. It's really not a pleasant time when me and Zemo are in the same thing.
But I thought you guys were like brothers.
If we're like brothers, we're like Robb Stark and that, what was that Greyjoy?
Theon
Greyjoy, yeah, we're like them.
What the fuck?
Come on, Rambo, you love him.
Which one are you, Rambo?
He loves him like a fat kid loves cake. Don't let him fool you.
I definitely have to be Robb Stark.
That's funny.
After seeing where Theon Greyjoy landed, yeah, I have to.
Oh yeah.
I can't.
So what you're saying is, you guys are practically connected at the hip.
That's what I heard.
No.
That's what I'm just saying.
Just saying.
What's up, Titanfall?
Hey girl, how's it going? You doing any twerking lately on video? Huh? I'll drop some ones like a video girl, you know what I mean? No, I'm just playing. How you doing? I hope everything's going good with you.
Trism, I do give up with him.
Really easily?
I don't. Yeah,
I
really don't talk. I really don't talk to the guy because I just know that it's gonna land in that situation. So I never really respond to him. But like every once in a while, he'll get a wild hair up his ass and think that he wants to reply to one of my tweets, and then like what happens is like other people join in, so I have to try to like defuse the whole damn situation. It's not. I've wanted.
He's got to explain, then re-explain, and then explain why he was saying the things that he was explaining in the first place, after he's already re-explained it like 3 times.
Yep, it gets to the point where I end up muting the conversation because so that way I don't ever have to even see anybody's replies. They can go argue amongst themselves because I can't handle it.
Rambo's at this point in life where he's just like, fuck it. I'm done.
Dude,
I've given up.
Get to a certain age, and it's just like, okay, I don't have time for idiots anymore. Whether you're a temporary idiot or a permanent idiot or whatever.
Yeah, I really don't think that Simo's an idiot, like per se. I just
No,
think that
but I mean, yeah.
yeah,
Whatever.
yeah,
Nonsense.
I get what you're saying, yeah. But yeah, I just want to make sure that people understood that I'm not
Right.
thinking that he's, because it ain't nothing like that. I mean,
Yeah,
just,
right around 30 to 40, you really stop
I
caring of what anybody thinks anymore.
I got stuck in my ways now, and I don't give a shit like what you think or what you say.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, Tristan, where are you actually located in Texas?
Richie, no, buddy. We do these on
I tried to get
Wednesdays
my
and
wife to
Fridays.
bring me down there.
Right in the wet part.
What is she here?
Before.
Right where it's moist.
I didn't see Richie join the chat.
And man, what a puddle.
Her nickname's Puddles.
No, Richie, we do it Wednesday and Friday.
Wednesday and Friday. And maybe Sundays.
Oh yeah, yeah, Tristan. I wasn't trying to ask you like where you actually, live and like spell out your address on the.
Where do you live, Tristan? I want to know.
I'll tell anyone
know
who
your
wants to know where I live. I don't care.
Yeah, me too. But I mean, I wasn't. But yeah, that my family was in the Houston area. They had to evacuate because the water was up. They got lucky where they were at it. It only got to their door, never actually got inside their house.
There's another storm coming though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the water is receding though, so I think it should be fine. Is it another tropical storm?
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
round 2 of Harvey.
Oh,
Wait,
great.
what?
Yeah,
It's like 2 of Harvey?
like round 2. It's like,
Oh, round 2 of Harvey?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, I was like, when if it's 2 of Harvey, then
Yo,
like-
Texas just became the new water park attraction.
yeah, I was like,
Not
Texas,
to be mean or anything, but that's exactly what it would be like if,
No,
if that much
Texas
water.
would have been like Oklahoma's water park now. Like Oklahoma, Mexico would just go to Texas for
Beachfront property.
Yeah,
I
we're
still
like,
stand by what I said about Mexico. They can buy part of California.
You guys need dry land, huh? Well,
Just
California's
LA.
up for
They
grabs.
can have it.
well,
LA
what
is
I'm
all
wondering
right.
though, is the water that came into Houston, was that straight from the ocean, or was that just like so much rain dropped that it flooded the lakes and rivers in Houston?
I think it was that
Oh.
part, the latter.
It's another
Okay.
hurricane called Irma. So they're getting another hurricane.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think Dallas is probably a good place to go. I don't think God likes Texas anymore. You know what it is, though? All the people that escaped from Hurricane Katrina went over to the Houston area, and it's like the
We're gonna get
like
you,
that.
bitch.
that Final
I'm coming for you,
Destination.
boy.
Anybody who made it off the roller coaster in the Final Destination, death came after. And now death is like, they're like, fuck it, dude. You're in Houston, I'm coming.
It's fucked up, Rambo.
Terrible.
God is after. I'd move from Houston until all the Louisianans are dead.
Damn. Well, this chat got fucking dark super quick. Jesus.
Oh, and they're you see they're blaming Trump and the Republicans for the hurricane.
Oh yeah,
course
they were
they are.
like, well, it was Texas's fault because they voted for Trump, so God is
No,
deciding
no,
whether
no.
some stupid shit.
No, there was one of them that actually said that it was Trump's fault. Like Trump is the one that led the way for Harvey to dump
Yeah.
that much rain.
Trump
I'm
told-
Because that's how science works, obviously.
yeah, I'm
He
just
must
thinking
have done a
going.
rain dance or some shit, I guess. I don't.
I'm like going. Trump must really be fucking powerful, man. Like this motherfucker is like why do y'all want to fuck with him if he can make Harvey come to land?
Good question, Rambo.
Like if he can do that, I'm running, dude. I'm gonna move to Canada or Mexico because
Whatever you do, don't move to California because they're next on the hit list.
oh no yeah. I know Trump doesn't. I think he's probably gonna like make a declaration that renaming Berkeley, the Berkeley, California area, Guam.
Well, California is on the coast. They can get a hurricane. I mean, we got El Nino like what 10 years ago
I don't-
or something.
Yeah,
True.
but the likelihood
Not 1
of
in 10, but
California being hit with a hurricane is, I have a better shot at actually winning the lottery.
Yeah.
the climate in that area is just so perfect that
Washington and Oregon sometimes get bad storms off the coast, but really doesn't get farther south than
Hold on, guys.
the top of California.
Well, yeah, because they live in the area that where the cold and hot are both at.
Yeah.
But the weather in California is just too nice. Oh shit, Storm! I didn't know that you lived in Berkeley. I'm sorry, dude. Like, you need to move, dude, because that's like that's where
I know, right?
History is going to break out. Or the race war that they're trying to start, the Civil War, is going to start right there in Berkeley, California.
You know, California, dude. If that war is to come, dude, they'd probably be like, between them and New York, two of the biggest melting pots on their respective coasts. Like, they're both on a pretty strong coastline, dude. Like, that would be probably like the two biggest focal points, while everybody else is kind of sprawled out fighting against each other.
We're right next to Cali, so we can go to Needles with some lawn chairs and popcorn and beer. Just watch it happen.
Like, hey guys, keep fighting. We're just here.
I think most of the central U.S. would be like, as long as y'all stay in California and New York, and we're cool, man. Y'all start crossing the borders and heading this way, we're gonna snipe you off before you ever even get to, like, past Nevada.
Pretty much. I mean, that's where it's gonna end up.
Nobody's gonna fuck with the middle of the U.S. because that's where all the guns are.
Pretty much.
And then if they start fucking with Nevada, I'd be like, okay, hold on, let me jump a foot, and I'll be in Arizona. You guys can have Nevada too.
Yeah, but they're okay. Arizona is another area where they're not going to fuck with either. Because Arizona don't fuck around. The cops there don't even fuck around.
You can carry a gun without a permit or anything.
Yeah, that was what was funny is that when Trump went to Arizona, Antifa showed up and they just started shooting tear gas into the fucking crowd. Like, the fuck out of here.
No questions asked. They're like, you know what? Like, we already knew what you motherfuckers were gonna do. Hold on, hold my beer.
It's
like that
Arizona's
fucking scene in
a lot of shit. It's just hold my beer. Give me a minute.
Yeah, well, I think Arizona is the right to fire state, and Oklahoma is too now, so we're cool with that.
Yo, so on another news, you guys hear about Texas's new law that they just passed? Yo, motherfucker, you can literally carry a broadsword and no one can say shit to you.
Yep.
Yo, like, I know we kind of covered it a little bit a while back, but, like, I didn't know it was going to be a real law until today. And I thought that shit was hilarious. Like, motherfuckers, I guess, are already, like, trying to, like, come up with, like, rapiers and shit. I'm like, what? Like, yo, like...
Are you kidding me?
No, dude, I'm serious. Like, it was on the Facebook group.
Not like anybody's going to actually carry a sword. Really, it was more for knives. Because the law they repealed was a ban on knives over a certain length, and that included swords as well.
Fucking Metro's got a master sword. I'd carry that bitch.
Shit.
Yo, motherfuckers, I got the power of the Triforce. I will cut you down
I'm just
as soon as I get all my hearts filled up by the end of my day.
I'm gonna buy the Thundercat sword and fuck all you up.
Yo, bitches, you better not have clay pots in your houses. You know why? They will be destroyed when I come over.
Like, looking for rupees.
If I'm gonna carry a sword, I'm gonna carry the Master Chief sword.
Fucking lightsaber, bro! Like,
no, what's that called?
It's a saber.
Energy blade.
Energy blade.
No,
yeah.
the energy blade. That's what I'm carrying. I'm carrying that shit.
Let's be realistic. The master sword is a real thing. Your thing is not.
No, I've seen the energy sword in life. It's not real, but I mean, I've seen the replica.
A prop is a prop. The Master Sword really has the power of the Triforce.
Trism, you are talking about the Claymore, the Gothic Claymore from Samaria. Yes, that would be badass.
Let me address Titanfall. But Titanfall, like, you don't need to apologize. Like, you and me disagreed. We were both respectful, and neither one of us said anything bad to each other like that. You just have a different opinion of things than what I do, and that's cool. So, like, there's no need to apologize for that. Like, we're never going to agree on everything. So,
oh my God, are you serious? We're not going to agree on anything? The world is going to end!
No, she said she wanted to apologize to me for that, and I was like, no, that ain't
no, I know. I was just
yeah.
being facetious. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's what I like about, like, with her and well, people like herself. Like, we can all, like, fucking just disagree. And, I mean, she doesn't like the president. Like, I'm not gonna go attack her for it. You know what I mean?
No,
It's
we were
fucking
having a discussion.
Yeah.
Except
We were
for that
having a
lady
discussion
we
about-
disagreed with today. I don't think we'll be talking to her again.
We were having a discussion about BLM and Antifa and the KKK, and saying they were all hate groups or whatever. And she hadn't seen anything that showed the BLM to be hate group, like the BLM to actually the organization to be hate group. Just like she thought it was more of like the people just showing up or whatever. But we just happened to agree to disagree on that subject because I find them to be a hate group. But she was always respectful in the whole thing, and she didn't really argue. She just came back with a difference of opinion.
How dare you come back with a different opinion?
You're not allowed to think for yourself.
You're not allowed to not agree with me.
You will only think what I think.
That's right.
Where's Cyrus?
John King is
he
a
has
pretty
the power
hateful person.
to change people's minds.
I think it's really funny that we're still in a day and age that like people who automatically disagree with each other automatically assume that they hate one another. It's like, come on, guys. What happened to like, you know, civil discourse and shit? Like I should be able to joke around with anybody right now. And if they don't agree with my joking around, I could be like, okay, look, my bad. Let's just let's agree to disagree and walk away from it. Nowadays, these motherfuckers like, yo, I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to slit your throat. It's like, damn!
It's not over till someone's completely poor, homeless, or dead.
I'm going to take you to court! You called me a mean name!
I'm going to get you fired, and your kids are not going to ever go to college. They're going to make, they want to ruin somebody for, like, having a disagreement.
Yup. Yup. So, what you been up to, man? Like, have you guys been gaming? I know Pete's been on this fucking Overwatch kick.
That's all he plays.
That's all he plays, yeah. I'm like, hey, Pete, when I play something, he's on Overwatch? I'm like, fuck. God damn it.
I played Dota, but you don't play it.
I've played Dota. Yeah. I'd play Dota if I knew, like, what I was doing a little bit better. I suck at that game, but, you know.
Dota's for, like, basement dwellers, though.
Damn!
Don't you
Shots fired.
No, we're not allowed to have basements here in Oklahoma.
League of Legends, bro. League of Legends.
League of Legends is
basement
for like
dwellers.
virgins. Like that's
no.
No.
League of Legends are MLG. They are so MLG, by the way, guys, that it's perfectly okay for Riot Games to have literally 30 of their own teams funded by them to go against each other for a grand prize pool, because that makes all the fucking sense in the world. Why not?
Right.
Yep.
That's why I don't get when people say, like, Overwatch has a toxic culture. I was like, no, it doesn't. Have you ever played League of Legends?
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
Don't even talk to me about toxic. Jesus fucking Christ.
I like League, but, like, not enough to fucking know life it like I used to. I like Dota. I played the shit out of the first one. I played the shit out of the second one. Obviously not as much as fucking Pete has, but they're enjoyable games. I would like it more if I can, understand what the fuck it is that I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I like Heroes. That's
Heroes of the Storm is the shit. I love that game. People say that shit's casual as fuck. I don't give a fuck because that game is actually fun to play.
I know the characters. I know their background stories. There's nothing to really learn except for how to play a MOBA. That's what I like about it. They're all in the same realm as everything I enjoy.
Yep.
I've been Game of Thrones in it and teaching my son how to drive.
Your son drives now? Oh, that's right. You posted it on Facebook. Wow.
Yeah. If you want to call it that, but yeah.
He gets behind the wheel of a car, whether he drives or not.
It's scary. We're definitely putting him in driver's ed. Well, the driver's ed car has a brake on the passenger side.
Yeah.
Which I really think that every car should come equipped with one. And I really do. I think it should be standard. Another thing is like that if he goes to driver's ed, he gets to drive their car and their insurance.
So he can wreck their car.
Yeah, so something happens. My car's still in good condition. My insurance don't raise, and I'm like, okay.
Cool.
Yeah. And now I've learned that now. I mean, like driver's ed, I learned that it's very expensive because they've taken it out of schools here in Oklahoma.
No way.
The Oklahoma City public schools I have, yes. It's still in the small towns around, but they take the people in the small towns first, and then if there's any extra spots, then they'll allow other people. So you have to go pay. And so it's like $395 for driver's ed.
Yo, my nigga ass is get on a treadmill.
What?
They heard you.
Like,
oh, did they really? I barely said that shit.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
That's what Lenny told me today, by the way. Those exact words.
Yeah. So it's like $395 whatever for driver's ed. And so we're either going to do that, but there's also a thing I've figured out now that if you go to AAA, and Shane, this might be good for you whenever since you're, once your kids start getting up there. AAA that you pay, like, become a AAA member, and it's like, what, $45 a month or something like that, $55 a month?
Yeah, I actually have that all ready because I have relatives that work for that company.
Okay, so yeah, I know it sounds, expensive, $55 a month for, but I mean, that's still cool. I mean, that's not. Well, okay.
AAA.
Well, they offer a driver's ed program, which is pretty cool. It's like $150 you pay to them, and then it not only covers the one child that you want to put through, but it also covers any subsequent children after him.
Oh shit!
So I don't have to pay like the $150 one time. Instead of paying the $300, you're paying the $395 every single time.
Yeah, my son's still like a year and a half away from that, but that's good to know.
And no, Caesar, I would not play the Game of Thrones rumored by Bethesda. No.
Why?
But Bethesda can't make a good game to save their fucking life.
What?
Bethesda games all fucking suck. It'd be spending the day trying your best to correct the bugs so that way you could actually finish the game. And the only place that you could be able to play it would be on PC, where the crowd actually, the modding crowd, creates mods to correct Bethesda's mistakes. But that'd be the only way I'd play it. But I don't know how you could make a game, an actual game, RPG type of game or whatever for Game of Thrones. There's so much fucking story, and
it's hard with.
Did it for Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings doesn't have near the amount of politics as Game of Thrones, and different storylines, and
it's really focused on like one adventure. Game of Thrones, there's so many different
yes,
plot lines going. What would you add? Who would you add a plot line to that wasn't connected to the main story somehow, so they could make it to where you were surprised at the ending? Because otherwise, you're just going to be playing the same exact story that everybody's watched, half a dozen times.
Well, fuck.
Yeah.
What is that one dude on the wall?
Snow? Jon Snow?
No, the old guy. The old guy. Like.
Oh, the Lord Commander before.
The old Lord Commander, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You could. I mean, you could, but I mean, it would change. You would have to definitely change the story of Game of Thrones, which would be cool if they did that. But the problem is Game of Thrones, it jumps around from like the Castle Black to Whitefall or Whitehall.
Winterfall. Winterfell.
Winterfall, yeah. Winterfell.
Whitefall.
But see, notice I put Castle Black first, so we're just saying. And then to Westeros. I mean, there's so many storylines that like you couldn't focus on. Like you would have to go be playing as that Lord Commander, and then you get to a certain chapter, and then all of a sudden you're playing as Cersei, and the next chapter you're playing as Daenerys, and the next chapter you're playing as Jon Snow, the next chapter you're playing as Cersei. It would be so. It'd be so convoluted. I don't know if they could actually.
I've never seen Game of Thrones, but I'm sure there's a bystander, like someone that sees all this crap happen in the show, and they could take that person and. I
don't think they could, because like there's no like the. I mean, we're just gonna put it into perspective. like Westeros is like where the King's Landing is, like where the king is, and Winterfell is way like over 1,000 miles away. So there's a lot of story that happens in Winterfell that the people in King's Landing know nothing about until like a raven, a fucking bird, flies the story back to them.
Oh, okay.
And so I mean, it's a cool idea. I mean, but I just think it would be like Bethesda would not be the developer.
Bethesda could do the story in the game, but
I have the perfect thing, Rambo, that can make this work. Think about it real quick. Bastards. How many fucking bastards are existing in those realms? That you could probably create your own bastard.
But yeah, I guess if you've made the bastard story.
You know how much hate that would get a game where you create a bastard?
And
Come on, man.
If you focused on the bastards, and then like you were able to turn a bastard into a king, that'd be pretty cool. I mean, it wouldn't be Game of Thrones. I guess it would just be titled Game of Thrones: The Bastard Story. You know, like some sort of something like that. I mean, because like if you just labeled it Game of Thrones and you played that, like, Bethesda doesn't tell stories good. So
don't they do Fallout?
Oh my God,
yeah, but there's always been an issue on PC though for Fallout.
Yeah, but there's great stories in them though.
Not Fallout 4. There's not.
Yeah, there is.
Man,
I thought there was a bunch.
That was just a weak storyline.
I know people.
No, the main story sucks, sure, but
those older ones, they have a good.
Oblivion, don't you?
Huh?
You have a lot in Oblivion, right?
Yeah.
But those.
Yeah, Oblivion and Skyrim were both great for that.
I would still say like Skyrim and Oblivion. In terms of RPGs, I would say they're kind of like a casual RPG.
You guys got to remember, like, if the story's not explaining itself, like, Rambo doesn't really care for it. Because, like, no, seriously, because in Skyrim and Oblivion and Elder Scrolls Morrowind, and even Daggerfall, there are books upon books upon books of chapter books you actually have to read
to understand
what's going on, yeah. Do you want to see Rambo go to a fucking library in a video game to read a book? I doubt it.
I don't even fucking go to the library now. Sure. Like, that shit ain't happening. Like,
gotta get all the skill books, dude. It's worth it.
No, I don't know.
Some self-help books on how to stop being racist might be good for you, Rambo.
I think that it would. I think it would be good, like maybe if CD Projekt Red made it.
That actually would be, because The Witcher, I hear, gets a lot. I've never played The Witcher.
I've never played The Witcher either.
3
I own it
is
500
an epic
times,
game.
I own it 500 times, but I've never played it.
Yeah, Witcher 3 is great. They might be able to make a Game of Thrones inspired, like Witcher 3-esque
every
RPG adventure.
plus
Yeah,
every
that would work.
Game of the Year edition, something like that, Rambo.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's like what, 6 times?
There you go, Cyrus Martin. Yeah. He says Game of Thrones kart racing.
I own the game, and then I own the DLC for the game, and then I own the Game of the Year edition on all the platforms.
Jesus.
But I've never played it.
That's like 2 consoles worth of money right there.
That's a shame, dude. Because that's a great game.
The reason why I haven't played it is because I'm trying to hit like 100 platinums by the end of the year and 100,000 gamer score by the end of the year. And that game is going to take a lot of my life away. And so...
Wait, what game?
Witcher 3.
Witcher 3.
Mm.
So in order for me to hit my numbers, I'm keeping off of Witcher 3. I'll probably hit that next year.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be allowed to do Telltale games, because I'm sick of getting that in my notification feed, Rambo.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Could just stop caring about gamer score and platinums for a month or so. Bust through Witcher 3.
I know.
Because
I'm kind of jelly. I wish I had the time to play that many fucking games, man.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You really don't. Yeah, I mean, it sounds wonderful, and I used to be like you. thinking, damn, it'd be so fucking nice when I hear people like that, get to play games all day or whatever. No, you really don't. Like,
It's depressing as fuck.
It is, and games really don't like usually. If you have a bad day at work, you can come home, play a game, and you can kind of like forget about it. You can never forget about your life the way it is now, like because that's your everyday fucking life. I'm like, there's no escaping your bad day at work or your bad day, your bad argument with your wife. You're living every single day at home, 24/7. It's I'm not used to it. I've been off work. I think haven't worked in like probably 7 years. But this is going from the day. I mean, from the day I turned. I skipped my 16th birthday party because the people called me. They asked me if I could work that night when I turned 16. I've been working from that day until 7 years ago, every single day. And the job right before I became disabled, I was working 17-hour days, 7 days a week for like 3 years straight. So to go from all that to nothing is just kind of hard to swallow. So
now, when you say hard to swallow,
well, I guess what they could. Speaking of going back to the chat here, what they could do is the Game of Thrones, the Olympics of Westeros, where like the javelin throw, the
jousting.
Jousting, they could do something
cool.
like that.
Is there already a game like that?
Not that I know of. Not that dedicates itself to the games like they did back in the Gladiator
Wasn't
days.
there like a Knight's Tale game or something?
Kinda, it was terrible.
It's like a PvP old Knights game.
Yeah, but it's not nothing near as good as what that could be. I don't know. Bethesda, I'm not really. I mean, knowing damn good and well when Fallout 5 comes or Fallout New Mexico comes.
Fallout New Mexico.
I'll probably buy it and platinum it because they're easy games to platinum now. Back in like Fallout 3 days and New Vegas days and stuff like that.
One of the Fallouts takes place in Laughlin.
No, I did not. But they were harder RPGs. They were more RPG based games, and Fallout 4, to me, was more of an action adventure game.
Well, they changed the combat because up until 3, even 3, the combat was not strictly like point and click based. There were still numbers involved. So even if you, like in 3, even if you were pointing your crosshair right at the guy's head, there was still a die roll somewhere where you could, it would miss even if your aim was perfect. And they changed that in 4. Now I like it because I like my, especially my first person game, a little more on the actiony side and a little less on the random number generation. But there is merits to both systems.
Yeah, I just think Fallout 4 was more of a very I don't know. I know you haven't played. What am I trying to say?
I don't know what you're trying to say. It's broken English.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh no, yeah.
Nobody cared about that game. That game sucked anyway.
Shit. Fallout 4 reminds me of like a Horizon Zero Dawn / Rise of the Tomb Raider type of it has RPG elements.
Yeah, it is a little less RPG and a little more action game. And they probably could have done the RPG part a little better. That's true.
Yeah, what they did though is they wanted to make it more casual to allow it to a wider audience.
Well, I think they wanted to make it so that it was easier for modders to make good mods out of it, because the combat was clunky as shit in 3. It really was. I mean, it was a good game, and especially for its time. I mean, it did a lot of things right for the first time, and it was the first really large open world, first person, fully 3D with interiors and exterior. I mean, they've been the innovators in that department for a while. But I think this time they wanted to say, okay, let's get the engine and the combat more to a shooter, and then we can simplify the RPG stuff and let modders take over and create a better because the numbers stuff and all the skills and shit, that's easy to change for a modder. but you can't really change the core combat mechanics, you know?
No.
Aiming and stuff like that. I mean, that takes textures and you know, wireframes and all sorts of weird things that you usually aren't even available in most modding kits.
Horizon Zero Dawn sucks because you couldn't auto lock on things.
Oh my god.
Well, if you were using a mouse, that wouldn't be a problem, but, you know, I digress. PC Master Race is all I'm saying.
No, the guy that said that was like, that is standard in video games. I'm like, yeah, if you play on the easiest fucking difficulty with games, like,
right? I think that was Crysis did that, right? Where if it was easy enough, it would automatically activate the auto aim.
Yeah, I was like, I've never known an RPG type game to have auto aim.
Unless it's like a turn-based or you know,
yeah,
something like
obviously, yeah, but I mean
something that's not an actual like third-person action adventure shooter.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm like that just shows how fucking casual you are. It's like that you just like, why do you want to make an RPG easy? He's like, lock on aim doesn't make anything any easier. I'm like, yeah, it does. Like, it's the whole purpose in having lock on aim, so that way you don't have to worry about, you know, aiming.
You guys, my console doesn't do auto aim. This is some casual shit.
Yeah, and then another guy that like hates me or whatever, but he posted in one of the groups at Horizon Zero Dawn. If you hit R2, like if you pull down L2, it'll pull the bow, and then R2 will shoot the arrow. But he would, if you put like shoulder buttons, RB and LB are the ones that control like the melee. Well, he would pull down L2, but then hit RB instead of RT, and he blames the game. Like she would come out of hiding and do a melee, and I'm like, well, that's because you hit the wrong fucking button, you idiot. Like. That's not like nobody else is having this problem or reporting this problem anywhere besides you. And
or if they are, they're not complaining about it.
Yeah,
they know that it's because they hit the wrong button.
Yeah, like going but he blames the game. Is like it's a 1 out of 10 game because they don't know how to do bow right. And I'm like, no, you just don't know how to fucking play a game. That's the problem. Fucking. Like casuals just irritate the living shit out of me. I get it, but don't try to make every game fucking casual. Like not every game.
No, there's a good market for both.
Yeah, there's casual audience games out there. Play those. Like enjoy them.
It's like, yo, bitches, you ever heard of Uno? Get on that shit. Stay off my fucking games.
Uno, Battleship, you know, all those things are out there. Like. Have fun.
The crushing of candies.
Candy Crush.
The angering of birds. I mean, they're on everything, for fuck's sakes.
Oh, Born distracted you. You didn't go there.
Wait, who?
What?
Born distracted. He said Game of Thrones Objective Edition.
Is part 2 the subjective edition?
This game is objectively better.
I'm on season 6, episode 3. I'm about to go watch 3 when we get done here, and it's starting to get really good because it's starting to really get built up into the thing. So.
Yeah, I get really built up into the thing when I hear your voice, Rambo. No homo.
Nice.
You're going to be like pissed when you finish that show and you got to wait a whole year.
No, because then I'll actually game. Like, I'll be like, okay, now it's time to go back to gaming.
Yeah, and then in a year you can, you know, refresh yourself, watch the last season.
You know what, sir? You can refresh yourself.
I am. I've got a Mr.
What irritates me though about Game of Thrones, like the latter seasons, is that you'll have like the HBO thing pop up and you're watching the episode, and then it like the new movies on HBO, it'll give you the preview for those. And then previously on Game of Thrones, it'll give you like a 2-minute preview of Game of Thrones, and then it'll do like the intro for Game of Thrones. The actual intro is like 2.5 minutes long.
It's pretty long, yeah.
So by the time you've gotten through like the new movies on HBO,
it's like 10 minutes in.
The previously, yeah, you're already like almost 10 minutes in, and it's like this thing ain't really an hour long. This motherfucker is only like 30 minutes long because you spent the first 20 minutes. Like telling me what happened on the episode I just fucking watched.
No TV show is actually an hour long when they allot an
Oh, I
hour.
know, yeah.
Wait a second.
Yeah, but this is like usually on
Oh, that's right.
on HBO is usually an hour, like at least closer to it.
So,
They cut out a lot though.
Okay, so yeah, you know what, Adrian, I will just for you, man.
Adrian, what?
Adrian Flamer wants us to talk about something. He hit me up on Twitter for it.
No, I don't want to talk about Adrian stuff. No.
Ark Survival Evolved Season Pass.
Fuck him. Fuck them. I mean,
I'm not even buying the game.
So
Nope.
it's $44.99.
For the season pass.
The game, the fucking
Yeah, $60
game was $60, and then they released the expansion standalone for $50, didn't they?
Close to it.
I don't-
Yeah.
Or close to it, or something like that. And now it's $44 for a season pass.
If you didn't buy that game in early access,
You are fucked.
Yep.
I mean,
Well, I bought it, but then that was back whenever, like, before they started doing all the stupid shit. And then once they started doing all the stupid shit, I uninstalled that shit from my PC, and I never.
Bro,
I've
I've had that game since early access, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
we
me
got
too,
It,
yeah.
it was like $13 or something.
yeah, we
stupid
got it at the
shit.
same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really fucking cheap.
Bro, like these developers, like they have allowed the money to get to their fucking heads.
Yep.
Like they don't even care, dude. They don't care about their fucking shit. They don't care about their people. Like,
No, and what's sad is that people still fucking defend them.
fuck,
Like,
fuck if I know why that is. That doesn't even
Like
make
how?
sense to me.
I don't understand how you can possibly say that what they're doing is okay. I have no earthly idea.
Yeah, it's a joke, dude.
My son was talking about, I guess, some kids and that he plays with, whatever, was talking about, do you have Ark? Do you have Ark? And I was like, he came to me, he's like, talking about Ark. And I was like, you might as well stop right there, because I was like, that game is not being bought inside this fucking house. I don't give a shit if you want to buy it with your own money or not. Ain't happening.
Serious? You'll prevent your kid from buying a video game you don't like?
I'm not allowing any of the money that's in my house to go towards that developer.
Wow.
It's harsh.
Fuck that developer. That's it. That I think he's almost they're almost worse than Hello Games for No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky, I hear, is a good game now.
Well, yeah, they actually came back and fixed it for free, which they didn't charge anybody anything extra, and we all know what Ark's is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, they abused early access, and I don't know how Steam allowed them to continue abusing early access.
What do you mean they abused early access? They abused it after the fact, like...
After they established their fan base is when they really started putting it to them.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. They were still in early access, and you're part of early access is you're not supposed to release new standalone content.
Oh, okay, yeah, that part was
While
fucked,
you're-
yes.
It was abused. Like, they didn't abuse it by putting it on there. They didn't, once they put it on there and they started getting popular amongst the PC crowd, then they started abusing their, like, oh, okay, well, we got a hook, line, and sinker now. Now we're gonna like do that. That game should have been out of early access before that DLC ever fucking dropped. Because the game still had problems as it was the base game, and there's no reason why that base game should have problems if they're having DLC being sold.
You don't know the hard work they put into their game, Rambo. They worked really hard.
No, they worked really hard to get the
Even
money
though
out of
they-
your wallet.
Even though they had the standalone expansion, like, way before it was even came out of early access.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yes,
it isn't it still technically in early access because they haven't
Yes.
they have a patch updater on the store page, but they're saying that this is released?
Yep.
If it's released, there shouldn't be
Yep,
any
it's
patch
not.
updater.
I remember when we bought that game
It's
for
not
like
updated.
$13. If you couldn't tell by playing it for 5 minutes that it was going to be big one day, then you're pretty dense. I mean, so you needed
Oh,
to
I
buy
do.
it when it was $13.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be big. The only problem is I didn't think they were really just going to fuck everybody over.
Yeah, I don't think anybody did, to tell you the truth. I think
No.
everybody was kind of like, this would be good,
And people-
blah, blah, blah.
And
whatever.
people are like, now that it's coming to console, like, well, yeah, but now we're getting everything for $60. I'm like, no, you're not, dude. All
Yeah,
they're
no,
gonna
you're
do is
not.
they're going to sell you the game that they have now, and then they're going to try to turn around and sell you even more shit later. I was like, No, I have no respect for them as a developer.
You know, just the loading screen for the Call of Duty beta, I'm not gonna lie, kind of makes my dick hard. That's not gay at all, sitting next to another man.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Keep telling yourself that.
No, it's all right. I see. I know what my nigga's trying to say. He said he likes my ass. It's all right. He's not gay. He's just a bro. You know, who's like a hoe.
What's a bro job amongst bros, man?
Especially in the middle of a football game. I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
It's normal.
That's what you do in halftime.
Meme Chan, we've been over this. You're not gay if you're sucking my dick. Oh, wait a second. Hold on.
And the fact
No,
that
it's the other way around.
I'm not gay if you're sucking my dick.
The fact that you jack off to chicks with dicks makes you gay, Meme Chan. Not just half gay, completely gay.
Because you are picturing what it would be like to be stuffed. Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
This actually looks really good. You guys, this is my first time booting up the beta. I have not played it yet. And
Oh, look, it's a lot of fun. And I suck at those type of games, so.
it looks really sharp.
It might be your monitor, too.
Oh yeah.
Is that the grease gun?
Yep.
Terrible weapon.
Shut up, Pete. Go play Overwatch.
Yeah,
I might.
faggot.
I just might.
Oh, they brought back dolphin diving. Sweet.
It's better than sliding. Anyways, though, so what have you been playing, Rambo? When you're not watching Game of Thrones.
I haven't. Anytime that I've been in front of my console, I've been having Game of Thrones on, so.
How can you do that, though, man? Like, not play at least some kind of casual game? Like, if I'm, like, hardcore into a TV show, I'll at least boot up, like, Pac-Man or something.
I can't. It's because while I be there, you know, playing Pac-Man, I'd be wondering, well, do the dragons get freed, or are they going to be flying and killing people? It'd be all in my mind, so I've got to watch it.
I feel you on that, because all I'm thinking about before I watch it is those fucking dragons and that hot ass blonde with baby dragons on her. Like, that's like my ultimate fantasy chick right now. What?
Yeah, it's
It's not weird.
It's really
Nope,
hard
not at all.
to get that out of your head. I mean, it's really weird because like Game of Thrones starts out, and
Rambo's
you're
like banging his wife, going, "Oh, I need some dragons, some dragons."
Pretty much, pretty much. It's like
Dye your hair blonde, honey.
when you know, God no, blonde women are crazy.
Oh, that's right. They threw you through a window, didn't they?
Right.
Yeah. I've played Last Door, but
I liked, who's the imp? What's his name again?
Oh,
Lannister.
Yeah. I know who you're
Tywin? Tyrell? Tyrion?
yes, Tyrell.
Tyrone.
Tyrion.
Wait, are you
Tyrion.
talking about Tyrion Lannister?
Yeah, the imp.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Tyrion.
whatever his girl, the prostitute. I think she's my favorite out of all.
Oh, the redhead chick.
No, the
Shay.
black hair. Shay.
Shay.
Yeah.
Oh, you Shay. I was like, what the fuck do you want?
The redheaded witch is pretty hot too.
But you got to see what happened to Shay, right?
No.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
haven't.
Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna tell you, but
Yeah. Don't talk about it.
that was some fucked up shit there, man.
It was. Well, she made a choice.
Yeah. Yeah, she deserved the end.
The tip of a dick. Oh no, I remember what he got with her though. Like, he was all happy and shit, and like he like tells her the whole story of like his first girl or whatever, and his dad like fucked up that whole relationship.
No, it was his brother.
Oh, yeah.
Or his
Wasn't it his
brother.
brother? Yeah.
Yeah,
Paid the
well,
whore to make him think she liked him or whatever.
And then, oh yeah, didn't his brother bang her like in front of him or whatever?
The whole
Yeah.
the whole house guard or whatever,
I played it.
That's fucked up.
right?
Poor
Season
Tyrion.
6, though, you really need to get back into it. Though, 'cause Season 6 is like off the chain starting out. Like season 1, like episode 1 and 2 are pretty damn good. I can't wait to see what happens in 3.
7 is the last one that's out right now, right?
Yes.
Yep, I'm nearing it.
Game of
I should
Thrones.
have it done by this weekend and back to gaming. So just in time for Destiny 2 and me to be no-lifing that game, so that way I can make sure I raid a week later.
So you're gonna be done with Game of Thrones by the time Destiny 2 launches.
Oh, definitely, man. Like, I will make sure I will stay up and stay up all night long if it comes to it, to make sure that happens. Destiny 2 will not be unplayed. From the minute that thing goes live, I will be on it, and probably no sleep for probably.
I wish you were getting it. I wish you were getting it on PC, but I know you don't game on PC that much.
I'm going grocery shopping tomorrow, Rambo, so I'll have those Pop-Tart things for you.
Awesome. Do you go to Target?
Wait, when I have toasted strudels.
I can.
Well, if you can find a box at Target, all you gotta do is find one.
You can send it for toasted strudel. It'll be fine.
Because you get it like a special Sparrow, like the little bike that you ride. And it only comes from Target. And I checked every Target here today within a 20-mile radius of my house, and they have no Pop-Tarts with the Game of Thrones. Not the Game of Thrones, the Destiny 2.
Game of Thrones, huh?
Wow.
Well, Rice typed Game of Thrones in there, so it made me say that. Thank you, Rice.
Yeah, I actually have to go by the Target anyway because there's a PetSmart over there, and I'm going to be looking for a pet turtle. So.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow. And
I like turtles.
I'm gonna have to pay $30 to order the Destiny 2 cans, like the Rockstar cans, from Rockstar themselves, because
you're getting energy drinks delivered to you because they have Destiny on them.
Wow.
No, well, here's the thing: is like you can do 3 codes a week for 8 weeks, so you can do a maximum of 24 codes. But you can, if you have the Hunter can, which is the blue can, you can do 8 extra ones of those, so you can have a total of 32. And they give you like legendary Ingrams and maybe even a exotic Ingram by getting it. But every code you enter enters you into a chance to win a Destiny themed motorcycle, a PS4 Pro, and collector's editions of the game. So I can find. We went to, I don't know, probably 70 7-Elevens today.
Jesus.
70?
Yeah, and not a single one of them have. And we went to a few WalMarts and Targets too, but
Jesus.
But not a single one of them have the blue cans. So I can't find the blue cans anywhere. So I'm gonna have to order them offline. They're like $30 for a 24-pack.
Rambo, you're going to die from too much caffeine.
Oh no, those will just be poured out because they're sugar free.
Oh.
So you're paying $30
to pour that shit out.
Oh my God, we all need Rambo money is what it is.
I gotta have the can.
You only want some numbers and letters on the can.
Well, I'll save 1 can out of it, so that way, I can have the Hunter, Warlock, and Titan. But...
So, let me get this straight. They have, like, vehicles you can get for Destiny 2 off of Pop-Tarts?
On Pop-Tarts, you can... Not on Pop-Tarts. On Pop-Tarts you get, like, in Destiny, the vehicle in Destiny is, like, the Sparrow, like the little thing that you glide around the planet on. You can get... Target has by sending in a code for Target, you get a free Sparrow, like an exclusive red Sparrow from, like, I guess because Target's red, and that's the only location that's selling the Pop-Tarts that actually has a Sparrow. The rest of them are just double XP.
So the box says it's got a Sparrow then?
No, just any of the. It'll be like a Destiny box. It'll be like. It'll have, like, say, your s'mores, and then on the left-hand side, it'll be like a picture of a Titan or a Warlock or something. Just any of those boxes.
Okay, so as long as it's advertising the game.
Yeah, and then all I need is a picture of the receipt and a picture of the UPC of it, and then I can send that to them, and I can get the Sparrow from Target. But no Targets around here have it.
Okay, I'll look at mine tomorrow.
That'd be awesome. And I'm not autistic. When it comes to Destiny, we've discussed this before.
He's obsessed. He loves that fucking game.
I spend a shit ton of money on Destiny. I've probably spent about $600 in just
Meme Chan
optional DLC, like not DLC, but like emotes.
He spent more money on just the cosmetic stuff than you spent on your than what I spent on my PC. I mean.
Yeah. So I mean.
And you know my PC was a lot of fucking money.
And it's because he's autistic usually. I mean.
I love Destiny. Like Destiny is. It is life, man.
The most money I spend on a game is every year I got it. No, it's fine. Get the Call of Duty with the season pass. So that's like $100. That's the most money I spent.
Oh, I've already spent the $100 in the game because I bought the. You can get the $89.99 version that comes with the game and the 2 expansion packs, or you could get the $99 version that comes with the game, expansion packs, and a few little extra digital items. And I got the $99 version.
There's already expansion packs for it? Or are they saying future expansion packs?
Future expansion packs. It's like you can buy them now and save a little bit of money.
I think with this new Call of Duty, just watching Brim play that one round, this is going to be the next like Black Ops 1. Yeah, it's set a little, further back than the original Black Ops, but it looks like it plays a lot like that. Score streaks.
What's funny is that people are like, everybody was complaining because they were in the air, jumping around, and like, we got to go back to boots on the ground. And now that they're going back to boots on the ground, there's so many people complaining. Black Ops 3 was better. I'm like, y'all.
Nobody's gonna be pleased at all.
Yeah, these motherfuckers cannot win for losing. Like, they listen to you, and then all of a sudden now you're complaining because it ain't jumping in the air.
Well, next year's Treyarch's turn, so maybe they'll be jumping in the goddamn air.
I want to see them do a literal Modern Warfare, like a real Modern Warfare, like modern weapons.
Like 2017.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to see an updated Call of Duty. Just call it Call of Duty 2017. I'll be happy with that.
What they could do, what would be cool, is if they did like the Antifa feminists and SJWs against what they consider the alt-right, basically everybody that's not with them.
That's not a bad idea. Like American Horror Story or whatever is taking the election and the clown epidemic, and that is the next season.
See, so, I mean, I think that would be. I think that.
Well, they have an excuse for the enemies to be retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that they wouldn't have to come up with good AI because it's just they're just dumbass feminists with barely better than airsoft guns. So fuck it.
Yeah, like you get to walk, since you're the alt-right, you get to come in with like your guns and stuff like that, and they have little clubs and dildos they're hitting you with and shit. And Meme Chan, yes. Anita Sarkeesian worked with Sledgehammer Games to make the game more SJW friendly, I guess.
Yep.
And the game looks sexy.
Whenever you're playing in the regular game, you don't run into female Nazis, but in the multiplayer, it's the Americans against the Nazis. And on the Nazi side, there's actually an option for a black female Nazi, because that happened.
But let's be real. When you play multiplayer Call of Duty, have you ever paid attention to what the sides are called? Because I haven't.
No, I haven't.
No, but I mean, I don't. I don't. It's not that I care about the multiplayer, but I'm just thinking, if you are going to be like a feminist, and you're going to be like against the whole white supremacy thing, all this crap, why would you like bargain for a black female Nazi? Like. That just makes no sense. Like that's like a slap in the face.
Equality, Rambo.
It's like a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Like everybody's gonna be going around looking for the black female to kill them.
Well, they can get their rage out on the video game then, rather than going to some Trump rally and just firing a gun. Although that would be cool too. I'm not, because chances are, if you shoot someone at a Trump rally, it's not someone that supports him. His haters seem to go to the rally more than the supporters.
Yeah, really. That kind of, and yeah, Jay Caesar. That's exactly right. We could do replace zombie mode with Antifa mode, and I play that game. I would play that game nonstop.
I'd play the shit out of that game.
It would become my new.
I'd be master
Destiny.
at that game.
Oh, me too. I'd be double.
10th
What are
prestige.
they? Yeah, 10th prestige. And
whatever it is. Yep, highest level.
I would delete my save file and do it all over again. I'd just be having the hell of a time on that one.
Dude, for
I'd
a
ask-
beta, this is drop dead gorgeous.
Oh yeah, it's a really good game.
They have to
I
get
can't
the
wait.
Garand right though. If they don't get the
You can hear
Garand,
they did. You can hear the ping from the Grand all the way across the fucking map.
Oh man.
does it eject exactly when you fire the last round?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
They got
'Cause a
they
lot
got
of
the
games
thing-
do it weird, and it makes it feel so janky.
Why
They
can't
got that-
you reload
they got
that
that thing
gun
down.
until it's out of ammo?
Wait, what?
When the Grand is in the other games,
Yes.
you can't reload it till after you fire at least like half the clip, I think.
Because in the technical operation of the Garand, it's a huge bitch to eject a not fully used clip out. And you certainly can't. Reloading extra rounds would take, minutes. So if you did reload like that, you'd basically waste the last half clip if you didn't pick it up. So it's kind of like splitting the difference between realism and balance in games. Because and again in World War II, like the semi-automatic rifles, I mean they were powerful, and it's. There was a wide variety of other kinds of weapons, so it's usually like sniper rifles or bolt action, and they reload one at a time. The Garand is semi-automatic, but you only get 8 shots, and you have to go through the whole clip before reloading, stuff like that.
Man.
It's one of my favorite weapons, though.
Yeah, I was all excited when I pulled that out of a chest in Black Ops 3. And then I started playing with it, and I was like, I guess my shit's broken. I can't reload it. because, but
the Garand. That's one thing I like about Sniper Elite is that that's like your main sniper weapon is the Garand, M1 Garand.
Medal of Honor Allied Assault, I think, had the best.
This has a Medal of Honor-ish look to it.
That's what I like about it so much, dude. It looks just like Medal of Honor, like a little bit better, like a prettier Medal of Honor.
I think they did a really good job with it.
Yeah.
It looks good, yeah.
I'm just gonna see what it's like
Maybe I'll buy it when it's on sale.
because that's the thing is like
Oh,
Battlefield
console, Pete. Console.
Is this not coming to PC?
Yeah, it's a console.
It shouldn't, honestly.
But it
yeah,
will.
yeah, it will.
Well,
But,
I say that, Pete, because the PC community doesn't support Call of Duty like that. So.
I know. But World War
when it comes-
if they do it really right, then I haven't bought the last 8 Call of Duty games, so fuck it. If they get a good one, I'm down.
Well, to me, it's so far a good one. But the thing is, what I'm worried about is like Battlefield 1, what they showed us, like in the thing, and even playing a little bit of it, you're like, this is good. But then when you get it, the campaign is like trash.
Yeah, I've played 2 episodes in the campaign, and it really does suck. Cause
The only Battlefield with a good campaign was Bad Company 1 and 2.
Because when you're supposed to die in that campaign, you just die. I mean, there's no escaping some fights. You just
Yeah, you just die, and then it puts the in memory of or whatever.
and the person's
then,
name.
Yeah, then all of a sudden you end up being a different person. It's it's weird. It's not a. I didn't like the campaign in Battlefield 1. I kind of felt like that they really kind of screwed the pooch on that one because all the footage they showed of the campaign made it look like there was a full campaign, not just 6 episodes that you get to experience. Like that basically is so you can practice with your weapons, the different weapons.
Yeah.
There is one thing I don't like about Battlefield campaigns, and that's usually they have a ton more weapons and shit, and things you could do that you wish you could fucking do in the multiplayer.
Yeah.
That shit pisses me off. There's
That's happened a few times, yeah.
Yeah, it's come on, guys. Why the fuck am I playing with this awesome ass weapon that is not in the multiplayer? Why?
But the one thing they do right, no matter if the campaign sucks or not, is if you
do.
is if you play the campaign, you'll unlock some multiplayer stuff. I think that's
yeah,
cool.
that's true.
It encourages people that just play multiplayer to just do it real quick. That way they can get that special weapon or skin or whatever.
Yeah, I think Battlefield 4 though had a pretty decent campaign.
3 I think had the best, or no, it's between 3 and Bad Company 2 for me. I wasn't too partial to 4s. I think the narrative in 3 was a lot better.
Hardline
Well, yeah, but
campaign's
I mean,
good.
And Bad Company 2 was, oh my god, it was hilarious. just fucking hilarious.
Yeah, the character bantering back and forth.
Those
with the
four guys,
yeah,
dude,
that
I
shit was
swear.
hilarious.
Yeah, they're fucking great, dude.
Sword
I
just
want-
felt like it was a complete campaign.
That's true. Yeah, it was probably the last full. Well, I mean, you know, up until 2142, they didn't even have a. I mean, single player campaign was literally multiplayer with bots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Bad Company started it, and then 3 and 4, you know, kind of, you know, they went pretty good for 3 and 4. But I mean, Battlefield's never really been a single player game. It's I mean,
yeah, true.
It's first, you know, the first 8 were practically multiplayer only. So
Yeah.
Call of Duty usually has pretty good single player campaigns, though. I wonder how they do another World War II story. That should be
That's gonna be-
interesting to see.
Yeah, that's one because Call of Duty usually has like one of the best first-person shooter.
Yeah, I've
campaigns.
played all the I've not played any multiplayer practically beyond Modern Warfare 1. But I've played almost every single player all the way up. I haven't played the last one. That's Infinite or whatever. That's the only one I haven't played. But the single player campaigns, those are all pretty good.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job of the campaigns. That's the reason
Yeah.
I'm really anticipating the
And they're
campaign for
reasonably
World War
long.
II.
They're not, you know, they're never like, you know, 80-hour sagas or anything.
No,
But
they're
you
not.
know,
no
they're a
2 hours
solid
saga.
20 to 25 hours. You know,
Not for
given
Rambo,
like
though.
a hard playthrough, given like a hard playthrough maybe, you know, or you could blow through it in like 12 if you put it on medium or whatever.
No, you'd try like 4 for Rambo.
It depends on, you know, hey, Modern Warfare 1's was like, I think it was like 30 hours. I
Yeah,
know
that was
I know
long.
they kept getting shorter, but you know,
I think the
on the average, you know, probably somewhere around 10 or maybe 12 hours long.
Yeah, they're around 10 to 12. I think anywhere from 8 to 12, basically.
Yeah.
Because I think some of them have been 8, and then, but I hope they really did a really lengthy one with the World War II because to me that was a
Oh yeah, those were always the
fun
best.
war.
Medal of Honor, Call of Duty 1 and 2. There was another one too. That was
World
really
at War.
popular.
World
There's
at
just so
War.
much you can. Yeah, World at War. Yeah, there's so much you can.
There's so
do
many
with World
sides.
War
You can
II.
play
Yeah.
German, you can play American, you can play Japanese, you can play Russian, you can play Chinese, you could, you know, you could play British, you could be British in the, you know, on the fronts with the Blitzkrieg, or you could be British in Africa, you know. Yeah, there's so many locations and you know, peoples and all sorts of things that you can do for narratives.
Maybe we can get like a North Korea fight, like a.
Well, we had that with what was it? Homefront?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
actually
they-
like that. I want to get 2, but I'm waiting for it to
There's
be
no
cheaper, like
multiplayer
$30.
in 2.
Homefront 2 was weird.
That's why I didn't buy it. There's no multiplayer in it, and I was like, that's a shame because Homefront 1 had great multiplayer.
See, I only played the campaign of 1, and I
The
loved
campaign
it.
was fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
the campaign when 1 was a
It
lot
was
of fun.
really.
And-
It was totally like what's that movie that just came out that redid? You know, instead of the Russians
yeah, I
coming in, it
forgot-
was the North Koreans. But yeah, Red Dawn.
Red Dawn. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was a really good version of that, and that's the thing. I wanted more of that story, so I, you know, like I
The
said,
new one though,
what's cheaper?
it's different. Like it's not. It doesn't have that even remotely the same type of.
Yeah, it's more open
Yeah.
world, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. It's just kind
Which
of
is
like,
okay.
It's all. I
just
mean,
like
it's
the
alright,
new,
but
the new Sniper Ghost Recon is like that. The last 2
oh
were.
god, the Sniper
I
Ghost
like
Recon- Go. You like the Ghost Recon? No, not Ghost. No, never mind. That's I thought Sniper Ghost Warrior.
No. Yeah, Sniper Ghost Warrior, the third one.
You like the third one?
Rambo.
I
can't
like
get
how
past
I
the
don't like
loading
the,
screen, I
the,
think, right?
the story.
Yeah.
Is, the story
yeah.
is pretty silly so far, but the mechanics are pretty spot on.
Man, y'all got lucky because my guy, if you hop in a Jeep and you start it, and you like say like you know like never mind, you want to get out. Well, you got to drive a little bit, stop, hit the button.
Oh
get
no,
out,
I
and
didn't
then
get anything
and
like
then
that.
it's like wait. You have to wait for a few minutes, and then it'll get out of the car for you. And it's like it's almost like the first time you press the button, it just turns the car off. The
Yeah,
next
but-
time you
It must be that PlayStation 4 edition.
It really
yeah.
must. On PC, it was running great. Oh, it looks
I don't know,
fucking.
console-
It looks fantastic.
both consoles, like the people were just like bitching about it on Twitter, like that. Like that
There
game,
must
that
have
game
been
is
some
trash.
bugs then.
That game is like.
I mean, they've never
trash.
been the best games. But they've always functioned really well. They've always had really good engines.
Well, that's what,
they've always played really smoothly, and they do sniping really well. And I love.
Yeah,
sniping.
that's why I bought the Ghost Warrior 3 because I enjoyed the first two. I mean, they were decent.
Yeah.
They were decent as far as story, but the mechanics of the game was just fun.
Yeah, they were limited, but what they did really well.
Yeah. The Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 is not that at all.
I like the open world nature of it because I've been on an open world kick lately, and it really fulfills that need for me. Like it's like how Fallout 4 should have played, except for with better RPG element.
Caesar, you had a problem with Homefront's campaign. Like I whenever I played it, I didn't have problems with it at all. I mean, not that, well, obviously none that stand out to me because it was a long time ago when I played it, but I don't recall any major problems with the campaign. It was just a lot of fun to me.
Cyrus Martin, I see you're a man of culture as well. I also loved the Duke Nukem Forever. I thought that was a great fucking game, and anybody who hated it
Duke Nukem Forever
didn't get the joke.
The original was good. That new one, that Duke Nukem Forever 3D whatever that just came out, that remaster. It was buggy as hell. Like, was it? Yeah, it was. I mean, I platinumed it because you can do it like in a couple of hours and just like breeze through because you can enable cheats and the cheat skill. Yeah. And so I just buzzed through it real quick because like I started playing it and you would like fall through the floor, walk through walls, and I was like, shit, man, if I'm going to do that, I'm just going to enable the cheat and get through it because I just wanted the platinum and get done because it was not.
You didn't bring back the cheater's ending, which I thought was hilarious. In like Time to Kill, you guys remember that?
No.
A Time to Kill, if you used a cheat code, he would fucking moon you. He'd be like, light me or bite me.
I think that they did have a cheaters ending like something like that, but it was just the game was so buggy that I did not enjoy. That was a terrible fucking remaster. I don't know why they even did it, to tell you the truth. Like they might as well just not have done it because it's almost like they made the game worse.
There's about to be a tweaker fight outside. There's about to be a tweaker fight outside.
A tweaker fight outside?
Yeah.
Bro, sweet.
Is the fucking moon out today?
Dude, I've got this asshole in a Mustang who keeps zooming down up and down my street. Twice he's done it already tonight. Is like Mercury in retrograde or something?
Wait, who did what up and down your street?
There's some guy in a Mustang, and twice now he's zoomed up and down my street at like 50, and it's a tiny little court.
We ran into an asshole today too, or should I say a bitch?
Bro,
well, what you should do.
It's been a full moon out today, dude. I don't know what the fuck today's deal is.
Peter, what you should do is whenever he's gone, is get a plastic sack or whatever, or even a paper sack, and put one of those cinder blocks in it and just set it in the street.
No, because he might pop a tire, and I know what a bitch that is.
No, I've seen somebody do that, and it can take your axle off if it hits right.
Terrible.
You know what?
He won't do it again. He won't do it again. I can tell you that. They'd be like,
wait,
maybe
they do what now, Rambo? They put this what now?
A cinder block in a plastic bag or a paper bag.
Usually, like what they put it in they'll put it in a paper sack so you can't see it, but they'll put it in a cinder block or like one of the big gray bricks, and you put it in there. You set it in the street, and they just look at it as a sack when they're flying in the road.
So they run it over.
When they hit it, they're like it nails their
tire. Could probably smack your oil pan, or break an axle, or grab the pan off your tranny, or there's all sorts of nasty.
Somebody did that. Somebody did that here in Oklahoma. Like it was on a busy street. They did it, but like our main thoroughfare, like on May Avenue. I know y'all don't know where it's at, but they set two cinder blocks in a paper bag in the middle of the street, and somebody ran through, was flying down the road, hit it, and his axle was underneath the back, next to his back tires, and his front end of his car was all fucked up.
Damn, 19 and 15, you're doing work in the beta. Must run that smooth for you, huh?
Fuck yeah, that looks good too.
You playing on Xbox? Or you playing on
Oh yeah, I don't touch PlayStation down here, sir. That's not a thing for me.
No, I was wondering if he's playing on
Jamie,
PlayStation or not, like that or PC. Is the beta even coming to PC?
I haven't heard anything.
For the 3 people that'll play it, I doubt it.
Well, I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know if they.
Call of Duty on PC, the beta.
Oh.
Oh, Jess Corden.
Well, I mean, I'd play it.
Jess Corden got
I'd play it.
It won't last long.
As long as it was free.
he got hated
That's why I
on
won't
a
play
lot.
it on there.
For what?
Okay, first of all, you know marketing deals, right?
Yeah.
If like PlayStation has marketing deals or Xbox has marketing deals, whenever you market it, you don't see like Xbox, like with Fallout 4, all you saw every time that you saw a commercial or you saw an advertisement, it only listed at the bottom Xbox One. Like it didn't say Xbox One, PS4, PC. It just said Xbox One. And you know, PlayStation's the same way whenever they do that. So the beta, whenever you go to sign up for the beta on the Call of Duty website, it'll say for PlayStation 4 or other platform. And so he was like, this right here is they're very Sony's very anti-consumer and they're anti this and anti that, and because you know their marketing deals and the media is not calling them out. This is bullshit, and the media like people came at him. Everybody came at him. He ended up having to delete the tweet. It was fucking hilarious because first of all, how do you not understand marketing deals? Like they've been around forever, and that's exactly how every one of them are. Like if it's on Xbox, you don't even mention. It doesn't like half the time they don't even mention the other platform or even the fact that there is another platform.
Yeah.
It just says Xbox, and then usually a lot of them will say PlayStation 4, but apparently he didn't. He was like, they're so anti-consumer that they won't even they don't even want to. They're so scared of the Xbox One X, whatever, they won't even mention the Xbox console by name.
For one, these people that use the phrase anti-consumer don't even know what it means.
No, they don't. They have no earthly idea. They like everything that is anti-consumer. What get this? Because you know, timed exclusive, right? That's like where Sony goes in and says, "Hey, I'll pay you X amount of dollars to
keep it on our platform for a year."
For a year, yeah. Whatever time frame. Well, Microsoft is, Phil Spencer came out and said he's very much against timed exclusives because he doesn't feel like paying money to keep content off of another platform. But now they've learned a secret, tricky way of doing this. Is now every game that they want to make a timed exclusive, instead of just paying money to the developer for the timed exclusive, they open up their in-house devs
to pay to work publish it, right?
Yeah, to pay to publish it, and so basically it's a timed exclusive. And so, this guy he's in full defense force. If this guy's named DRM Sparkles on Twitter,
I know who this is. Yeah.
He's like full defense force for Xbox. If you mention it, I mean, he's always tweeting about like this game, like a game that comes out on PlayStation but not on Xbox. He's like, Sony's anti-consumer. They're paying for the anti-consumer. And somebody mentioned, well, what about PUBG, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Dead Rising 4? Because obviously that was a year deal. He's like, well, Microsoft helped publish that. I'm like, that's just another fucking clever marketing way of saying we paid a year's timed exclusive.
It's just a loophole. That's all it is.
Yeah. I was like, he's like, yeah, but they helped. So technically the game wouldn't even have happened if it wasn't for them. He's actually
not
trying.
how publishing works.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. He's trying to convince everybody that if it wasn't for Xbox stepping in with PUBG, it would take even longer for PlayStation to get the game. And I'm like, I don't think you quite understand how this works.
No.
Like, he was going to console no matter what. Like, that was a guarantee. But now that he's working with Xbox, it's going to take even longer to get to PlayStation because now they have a deal saying that you can't even work on another console until you get the actual full published game on our console first. He falls. These people fall for that marketing spin as published, and all of a sudden it becomes okay. It's not anti-consumer then, but if I just pay the guy money, then all of a sudden it becomes anti-consumer.
So when it launches on Xbox, it'll be in that game preview program, huh?
Yes, and
then
once
those don't have achievements
forever.
I don't think I don't think they have achievements. But then they go. They cannot work on a PlayStation 4 copy
Until it's out of game preview.
Yes.
So in other words, we get a broken mess like just for a year, and then they're not going to fix anything, and so that's kind of what's going to happen, though. You know what I mean? That's what they did with Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous was broken forever until like just before it became out of early access is when they really started working on it again.
Yeah, early access on especially in early access on Xbox is even worse than the early access games on PC.
Yeah, it is. Because they don't.
I won't even.
I think they still charge for patching, don't they? Or did they do away with that?
No, they did.
I'm not sure about that.
Conan Exiles is updated like 3 times in the last 5 days.
Okay. Oh, and I played it, It looked like it was pretty good. It ran better than it does on our PCs.
Yeah.
And this dude is getting 980 Ti. Go figure.
I won't buy a early access game on Xbox. I mean, if I get the code and get the game, obviously, but as far as like paying for it, I won't, because usually there's one game that's on there that actually ended up being like canceled or something. I forget that like people bought it and then it was just gone. Like you couldn't buy it anymore.
Really?
They must have refunded. I would imagine they refunded the people. I would hope they did, but
well, they did.
I forgot
with, South Park: The Fractured Butthole. If you ordered that early or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah that was
that's
kind
Ubisoft, so I don't know.
To me, they should have just let the pre-order, like give the people the option if they wanted to keep the pre-order.
Yeah, because it's not like it was never going to come out.
Yeah, it's not like the game was canceled. Yeah, it was like we're just pushing it back, and you should have the option at that point just to go ahead and keep the money on it or to refund it.
People, I don't know.
Cyrus, I don't know. The community on it's kind of hit and miss. Like sometimes the community on Xbox is decent and a lot of fun, and then the same thing with like PlayStation. Like it's just a hit and miss on when you jump in and who's online during that time.
But Rambo's right though. People search for Xbox shit or they have notifications turned on Twitter, because when I tweeted Xbox last night about the Call of Duty beta, I was like, hey, I pre-ordered the $99 edition. Where's my code? Because it says I can download it now. And Xbox support never answered me, but the Xbox community answered within seconds.
And you never once, like, people that don't even follow you, right?
Yep.
I'm telling you, like, these fuckers like spend all day on Twitter searching for Xbox and going, what can I do? What can I do? Where am I needed today?
Yep.
My spidey sense is going off, and I know somebody is in need.
Somebody's talking shit about Xbox.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like
they must be stopped. The cause is calling me.
Like it's called, like they're the Xbox Suicide Squad. Like
Deus Vult, my brothers.
They're weird.
Let us purge Twitter of the non-Xbox believing horde.
They are really weird. These diehard Xbox fans, they're weird. Like,
yeah.
I've never. I don't even. I mean, I guess the PlayStation fanboys do. I don't really come across them as much because I main on PlayStation, so they typically leave me alone. But I don't. I've never just seen, like, usually they're like if you go to like to the people they're responding to, you'll look at their followers and are following people, and they're actually following these Xbox fanboys in order to give them a hard time, and so that makes sense that they would respond because they see the tweet. But I mean, maybe somebody that's on Xbox can tell me if like people just PlayStation guys just like randomly tweet you or something, because I don't know, it's just weird to me that you can mention Xbox and have like 100 fucking notifications from people that don't even fucking follow you. Like, how the hell did you?
Well, they ended up following me afterwards. Once I guess they saw I'm not tweeting Xbox to hate them.
What's funny is though is I was talking whenever I was playing on my Xbox show that week, I was posting the stuff and talking about like getting achievements and stuff like that
for that week, because that's.
I had like 20 new followers from Xbox, like Xbox 448, all these different people, Saltiest Gaming, all these different.
Yo, I just got him following me. Who is that?
Yes, Saltiest Gaming.
Oh,
me too.
He's a fucking idiot. I mean, He's a fanboy that doesn't know anything about like the shit that he's actually trying to fanboy for.
I haven't had a bad encounter with him yet.
No, you won't. Well, you won't because you're, what's it called? On you main Xbox and PC. So I mean, you're gonna be like the shit you tweet is going to be just like okay for him. But what's funny is like I had a problem with Xbox and I tweeted it out like I was upset, and all of a sudden I lost every one of these fucking M followers, the Scorpio followers. They all just quit, like unfollowed me at one time. I'm like. Damn, like y'all can't fucking handle shit. Like you criticize me, like nah, this dude's not a faithful. We can't follow him.
Xbox faithful.
How do you go through life where
Don't you know these hoes ain't loyal?
like any sort of criticism is a sign of disrespect? Personally, I would think that if you're being constructive criticism, like to me, like that's a sign of like an actual fan because you want the shit to get better.
Well, Rambo, I think you're full of it.
I mean, but in all fairness, Rambo, do you do that with the PlayStation? Because I never see you do it.
I did whenever it was PlayStation Now. The problems with PlayStation Now where it was putting you in a waiting line. I did it whenever PlayStation service PSN went down for maintenance, but like in the middle of a game that I was trying to play online. I called out Dobby Potter several times on his fanboy fucking console exclusive list that he even created here recently. I go after them too, but the PlayStation gamers that follow me, they don't unfollow me. Dobby, the fanboys of PlayStation don't follow me at all. Like they only come in just to, if I say something negative about PlayStation, they'll respond, but it's not like they don't stick around for long. And usually if if I try to make a joke about PlayStation, that's whenever they respond. But if I'm saying I have a problem with PSN or whatever, I don't ever hear from them. But if I say something like I have a problem with Xbox Live, somebody will come in and go, well, what about PSN? PSN's trash. I'm like, but I don't give a fuck. You know, I mean, I'm having a problem with Xbox Live. I want to play it. Like, why are you bringing up PlayStation Network? It doesn't make sense. I'm not trying to compare the consoles and their uptime and downtime. I just want to be able to play my fucking console that I paid for.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, it's just a different.
Which is why you should join the PC Master Race. But
Rambo spent a lot of money on his PC. He spent.
Yeah.
You could buy like a couple of used cars for what he spent on his Steam library. And I'm not kidding. Like, not even exaggerating a tiny bit.
I'm not really too keen on the PC. I mean, I enjoyed it. It's not like it's not like there's anything bad. It's just that it just wasn't for me. The multiplayer side, the single player games on there are cool. I prefer if I'm going to play a single player to get like trophies or achievements, and then yes, you could tell me that Steam achievements are there, but they are just not near as fun.
No, yeah, it is true.
It's a shitty fucking system.
If you're a trophy hunter, then there are options on the PC, but Steam is usually not it's only certain games that really have trophies.
Well,
they don't display it's not as good as they have on
really
consoles.
have something on Steam. It's just
no, not all. There are plenty of games that don't even have, but most do. Yeah,
it's just not satisfying when it pops up because it doesn't make a noise or anything. It doesn't.
And it pops up in a little bitty screen, a little bitty thing at the bottom right hand corner.
Yeah, and it's a tiny area of your profile where you got to go to see them all.
But some games you can't even fucking get all the achievements. You have to trade cards, or you have to buy them for a quarter. It's fucking dumb.
I mean, their system just wasn't for me. And the multiplayer and PC, like if I really spent time to get to know people and hop into Discord with people or whatever, it'd probably be perfectly fine. But going into not knowing about the different little things people use, it really turned me off of the multiplayer side of PC, because you go into a multiplayer game just off of Steam and you don't really talk to very many people at all, if any. They're all wanting
depends
to
on the game.
you.
Dota 2 people are usually pretty talkative, but yeah, a lot of shooters.
Yeah, they want to type.
Well, most. a lot
They
of the
don't shut up in
fucking-
PUBG. You couldn't pay them people to fucking shut up.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
there are a
obviously
lot of
it's just
shooters
hit
where a
and
lot
miss
of
games
people
or
just
whatever,
don't
but-
want to deal with toxic voice chat, so they just turn it off altogether.
Yeah, so I
and
mean,
let's be fair, VoIPs in games on PC is like autism and fucking retardation all in one. Yes, to me, those are two different things.
well, I mean, it's just a different, like, completely different world for multiplayer on PC. And I mean, like I said, I don't play a lot of multiplayer games, but when I do, I'm very comfortable and understand the whole console thing. So, like, it's, like, because when you go into PSN, like, say, Call of Duty World War II, if you're on Xbox Live or PSN, you know that either the person's going to be in a party chat or they're going to be in game chat. One of the two. On PC, you go into, say, Battlefield 1, well, some of them could be on Origin's voice chat, some of them could be on Steam's voice chat, some of them could be in Discord, some of them can be on TeamSpeak, some of them can be, like, it's like, for fuck's sake, like, where's everybody at? Like, how come I can't just talk to people?
Yeah.
So I think it just makes it, and obviously if I spent time where I cared more.
That's
about
the
it,
you got to
I
get a
would
group of
spend-
friends that all use. the same
Yeah, like I said, I
platform.
mean, if I
Yeah.
spent more time and did, but I mean, I have all my friends on like PlayStation, so I went over there
Yeah,
with
Rambo
no
doesn't
friends
talk to
trying
us unless it's Wednesday or Friday, so.
Well, every time y'all are, like, Grim's playing them weird fucking games.
You play
Every
weird
time I-
games, bro?
Evidently, yeah.
Every time I go to like watch a stream, he's playing that
Weird ass games.
what's that one game, Path of Exiles?
Yeah.
Weird fucking game.
The fuck?
It's like Diablo 2.
Diablo bores the shit out of me, so I hate Diablo.
Oof.
Well, your fucking
Dems-
sex life bores the shit out of me, but I'm not complaining.
I mean, I'll agree with you with 3 because I think 3 is kind of garbage compared to 2.
Diablo-
But
I never
2
played
is
Diablo
awesome.
1 and 2, but I tried Diablo 3, and that fucking camera angle is
I
fucking
just
shit.
yeah,
What, top down?
I didn't like any of
It's
the.
not really top. It's not technically
Yeah,
even
it's top
top
down,
down.
but
It's
still
kind
wait for
of
it.
top down at a cockeye.
I got you cockeyed.
It's like at an angle top down. It's weird. It's a weird fucking. It's not. If it was top down, it was like basically I'm just looking at the top of the guy's head. I can still see like the side of the guy's body, but I can see part of the top of the guy's head too. It's kind of weird. It's a weird camera angle. Now, and maybe you can change it to top, like full on top down, but it's just I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. I don't like it. It was kind of boring to me. They say it's a lot of fun if you play with people, and maybe might be my problem with it.
Yeah, I've played it a few times. But it's been a while. I mean, the Necromancer pack has come out since last I played it.
I thought about buying it like whenever it's on sale, and if I can get some friends that actually own it on PlayStation to like play with them, and maybe that might give me a different take on it. But playing it just by yourself it just wasn't fun, and the camera angle really screwed with me.
Well, if you knew the story from like the first and second one, it would make
So it's one of them games, kind of like where it's best to play all of them.
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
At
you don't really
least-
even have to play all of them, but
Well, you
at
obviously-
least
At
get
least
yeah.
the second
yeah.
one.
Because like
And-
in the second one, they don't explain a whole lot of what happened in the first one. Like probably literally 0.1% because it's just like the end. You know. So
But it's
and
best to actually have a knowledge of what happened.
you'll be missing out on a lot because there
Yeah.
is actually a story
That's
there.
probably
and
that's
it's-
probably
you know,
well, yeah,
yeah.
that's probably another thing is that I don't. The story seemed like I didn't understand anything of it. So I
Yeah,
was like,
and that's the thing. You won't if you don't know anything about the first
I was
two
like-
because
yeah, I
it's
was
some
like-
complicated stuff.
It was kind of like it was almost like a game without a story for me and then the camera angle wasn't making it any more fun. The combat in it is pretty cool, but it just wasn't. I don't know. It didn't take with me.
Yeah. So because I never really played much of the first one. I mean, I played a little bit, but the second one, like Pete was saying, you know, it may not tell you much about the first one, but it's a fat ass chunk of the story.
Oh yeah,
That and the expansion.
and
to
it's
the
pretty
second
epic.
one,
I mean, you know,
Fantastic.
the devil
and,
and Lucifer and
Yeah,
oh
that's
god,
probably
the angels and the demons and all. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's probably why I ended up not liking it because I mean I didn't understand it, and I And I didn't know that it was one of those games where you can't just jump in.
Well, it's also based out of a lot of the Book of Enoch stuff, where it was talking
Yeah.
about Nephilim and like you know Baal and Mephisto are trying to overthrow the top world, and the Earth had crystal in it at one point that kept all balance and life together, and it's pretty intense. There's a lot to take in, but that's not what made the game great for me. What made the game great for me was the looting system. How you could play you could play like the same druid 30 different ways, and it would be completely out of control of your control. Like the only thing you had control over was like attribute points to like your skill trees from all 3 of the specs that you had to choose from. You could either
and what gear you chose to keep.
Right.
Of what you got. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's what I loved about Diablo 2. I mean, I've told Shane like Diablo 2 was like my life in high school. Like
yeah, that was my entire 4 years of high school.
That shit was
Dude,
ridiculous.
hardcore online. Damn straight. Ladder, bro.
Dial up.
Hey, bro. They even got ladders to this day, bro. Come at me.
I know. I've been thinking about doing another character, but man, it's so much work starting from level 1.
It really is.
It really is.
Yeah, but if you're already familiar with it, you can blast through like all.
I'd have to
actions
find
in
my
one sitting.
keys too. I think I'd have to like add it to Blizzard's system or whatever.
I got my shit added.
I bought that game so many times because either like your disc broke or it was a pain in the ass.
I think my discs still work, but I believe I have it on one of my accounts.
No, you have more than one account.
Somehow, yeah.
See, like that's one
World
thing
of
I've never
Warcraft
done.
and a couple of things are somehow on one email address, and then Overwatch, StarCraft 2, StarCraft 1, Warcraft 3 are all on another.
Yeah. See,
And I don't know how I tried calling them one time to get it like merged, but like they were closed, and then yeah.
See, like that's something I've never done. Like a lot of people have more than one account or one handle they go by. Since the internet like became a part of my life, I've been Shaner123 forever on everything, like PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo when you can make a Nintendo account, Blizzard, Steam, everything. Like that's always been my username. So.
Dude, I don't know. My first handle I had to change because everybody thought it meant like I was liking to fuck dead people. Like my first handle ever was Necromancer underscore 20, and nobody understood what Necromancer underscore was, even though there was a Necromancer class, and everybody still questioned it as, oh, you like to fuck dead people. I'm like, are you fucking stupid?
No, I play the goddamn Necromancer now. Shut up.
Pretty much.
I was bad mofo.
They're like, why did you pick such a dark name? I'm like, I don't know, why the fuck do you live? Shut the fuck up and just play the game.
Redstone and Pete
Like,
are all
Jesus.
edgy.
Right? Well, I kept getting banned off of like non-cussing servers, so I had to change it to something that didn't have a swear
Wait,
word.
they have a non-cussing server?
Yeah, they had
Yeah,
some
they
on
used
like
to, yeah.
on like Counter Strike
fuck
and shit
is
like
that?
that. Yeah, there'd be
That's the one. Okay.
there was like Christian servers
When
or
profanity filters were a big deal, Rambo online.
yeah, you know, like
oh, okay. Wait,
there'd
okay,
be a
okay, back
few,
then.
and
you're talking about the like Diablo 2, right?
yeah, pretty well
Okay.
that era.
Back
yeah.
in the day. Back in
Back
that
in the
era.
day,
Okay.
yeah. So I had to pick something else. So I picked
Okay.
Gangster.
To say, because I was thinking, man, that's something that consoles like don't have. You just go in and cuss, but Xbox is kind of like neat. If somebody can send you a comment to cuss you out or cuss you out online, and nothing. But if you respond, they'll report you, and like all of a sudden you get banned. And I'm like, how the fuck is like the whole message is there, but the guy's like, you're a stupid fucking cheating cunt. You know, hope your fucking family dies, and then you respond to like, fuck you, bitch, and your mom. And all of a sudden, like the Xbox, you have a communication ban. You see that
You
guy.
just have to send them random
what?
emotes. That's what I do. Like I've like sent them like the turtle and the fucking eggplant. And...
Yeah.
It is-
I was playing Halo the other night, and this dude like cussed me out. He was all, "Stay the fuck away from me," or whatever. And I was like, "Why? Because I kept killing you? Like, 'cause you suck? Like, what'd I do? What? 10-0? Is that good? Is that good?" I mean, they get pissed, dude. They're like, oh, I'm gonna DDoS you, and I've been threatened a few times. They're like, dude, really? Like,
All of them are like little rights. They're just like that pissed.
fucking hormones are out of whack. They don't realize that they're, what it's like to become a woman until like the age of 15. Their hormones are all out of place, and whatever. It's all good. I don't know. Like back then, I mean, I'm sure you guys remember, like, especially Pete. I know, and Shane, you guys were both. I mean, it was just such a different fucking set of cancer back then.
Yeah.
It really was. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
It was.
Well, yeah.
Back then, you couldn't play your games without a disc in the disc drive. That was like their.
Well, that's the
fucking,
thing. Besides consoles, until consoles had online gaming, if you wanted to game online, you had to have a certain level of technical know-how. You had to be, I mean, shit, dial-up and DSL and all these other, ancient internets that nobody knows about now. But, and things used to go wrong and shit. And so, like, the community was way different. Way different. And it's become so simple. Like, grandmas are doing it and shit. Whole families are playing World of Warcraft and shit like that. The 8-year-old all the way to the, 40 and 50-year-old parents.
Dude, I remember when Damon Tools used to be considered taboo.
Oh, yeah, the mounting
Remember that
software?
shit? They're
Yeah.
like, oh, you're hacking. You're hacking.
Power-
you don't
Power
have a disc in
ISO.
there. Yeah, Power ISO.
lighter, and it works with more formats.
It was so stupid. And I remember Damon Tools used to have all kinds of adware to it if you wanted to keep using it for free.
Yep, or alcohol 120 proof.
Yeah, that was considered like the best one because it had no adware at all. And the only thing that sucked about it though is it would get the site that was hosting it got so much traffic, the links would break. I mean, I remember all this shit. Like, a lot of these people like now they're like they bitch about download times. I'm like, bitch, try download Diablo 2
For 2 days.
on a fucking dial-up modem. Then let's
Bruh,
talk. Like,
dude, I remember Napster and it taking like overnight to get like 5
Yeah.
or 6 songs. Don't even talk
You
to me about
download half
download
a playlist
times.
and just go to sleep, and it would be done when you woke up. I mean,
Dude,
If you were lucky.
Bro, I remember when fucking 1.2 gigahertz was considered overclocked god tier. Okay.
Oh fuck yeah.
I mean, that shit was kind of ridiculous even for its time. It was like, if you even had, like, I remember when I first got my Pentium 4 to 3 gigahertz, everybody and their brother was like, what? I didn't know you could do that.
or
Like, hyper-threading, baby.
when a gigahertz was new and they called it 1,000 megahertz instead.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
2800 plus, yo.
I remember that shit. See, like, this is the kind of thing that a lot of these newbies, the little kids, don't understand. Like, the only way they can understand it is if they were to literally go for nostalgia purposes and go buy some old shit.
We've got a whole generation coming up that doesn't know what the disc icon for save means.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
Never
yeah.
even seen
Yeah.
a hard disk. They don't even know that a hard disk exists. They've never handled one. They've never even like seen a physical one in real life, and they probably never even seen a picture of it. So, I mean, that we're talking 30 years, and technology has already become so obsolete that the people growing up don't even know what it is.
They don't even know what a fucking floppy disk is, dude.
Yeah, crazy.
I want you guys to think about that real hard. Like, they don't
And I was
even
there for the
know-
very beginning of it.
Dude, I was there. Do you guys remember the old school fucking like Pentium 2 commercials, where like the CPU
Yep.
itself
Oh, yeah.
came with its huge ass block on it? And
Yep.
they're like, this is
Yep.
Pentium 2, the
Or
world's
the-
fastest PC.
Or the blue dancing guys.
Yeah. Blue
Yeah,
Man.
I remember
The
there's
Blue
been
Man
a
Band or
couple
whatever
people.
it was.
There was a couple people that were bitching about certain, like some games not even having a save option.
Back in those days, what's save? You had to write down a stupid passcode to
Well,
fucking
no,
go back to
no, I
it.
mean back then, like, but the whole time they were playing it had that stupid the floppy disk picture, like the icon for you to save it, but they didn't know what the hell it meant. So they honestly thought there was no save. And I'm like, dude, it's right there.
Right there.
Just right there, like right in front of your face. Oh, what is that? I'm like, oh god. You're too fucking young. Like,
No, okay,
hey,
all right. I tell this story all the time, but when I was working at AutoZone, and I think I was like 22, maybe 21-ish, and there was like 18 and some change-year-old kid who was working with me. His name was Scotty, and one day somebody said to him, "Hey, beam me up, Scotty," and he turns to me and he says, "People have been telling me that my whole life. What the fuck is that from?"
Oh God.
Now, I might not have grown up with original Star Wars.
Star Trek.
Yeah,
I
right.
was like, yo, you're
Star
about to
Trek,
make fun
sorry.
of somebody, dude. You may be accurate.
I'm a little baked, so Star Trek. I grew up on Next Generation and Voyager, but I've seen original Star Trek episodes, and Jesus Christ, I know what Beam Me Up Scotty is. You know, how do you go through 18 years of life and not have somebody somewhere somehow say "Beam Me Up, Scotty" or mention something else Star Trek, and somebody else says it? Jesus fucking Christ, man! The gap between people our age and like the 15, 18-year-olds coming up now. Oh,
Bro, I
it's
got a buddy. My buddy lives with me, right? I got Gamer Dragon. He lives with me, and he didn't know what a flux capacitor was.
He's never seen Back to the Future. You know how frustrating that is?
Even I've seen Back to the Future.
Right?
well, I've only watched parts of like 1 and 2. I do need to actually watch them.
But at least you know what it is.
But yeah, that's the thing. I know all the references. Yeah, I've seen all the important bits.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like
I've watched him skateboard the floating thing down. Yeah, all the whole bit.
Dude, and I used to fuck with him all the time when he would do something extremely stupid. I'm like, good job, McFly. You know what I mean? He never understood it. He was like, what the fuck you keep calling me McFly? I'm like, dude, you gotta, really? You're killing me inside, Smalls. You're killing me inside.
Has he ever seen Sandlot? Probably
No,
not.
I doubt it.
No, I've seen Sandlot a
You
few
get to watch
times.
these fucking movies, man.
Well, we can't help
Dude,
it that your boy.
I've just been thinking about that recently. There is such a wealth of content out there right now, and more coming. Good God, fucking infinite amounts more. I mean, these fucking feminists and Antifa fucks need to just shut the fuck up and watch some TV. Seriously,
Yeah.
because there's gonna be a thousand shows. It doesn't matter what you like, whether it's My Little Pony or Game of Thrones. There's probably 1,000 more shows like that, and movies and whatever else. Go fucking watch something cool on Netflix and chill.
By yourself.
And a
If
bottle of
need be.
Jergens.
did y'all hear about the? Jason's brought it up in the chat, but the new GameStop's answer to Amazon Prime discounts for games and Best Buy's Gamers Club.
No.
It's called Elite Plus.
I already don't like
basically-
it.
So basically, what they've done is basically, you know how before you got like 10% off on used games and 10% extra trade.
Yeah.
Well, now they're giving you 20% off of used games and 20% extra trades. And the crazy thing is they upped the price to $30 a year.
Oof.
There's no money off of new games. And we're talking about competing with Best Buy that gives you 10% off used games. They also give you 20% off of brand new games. So even like I can go buy a brand new game at Best Buy for cheaper than I can buy a used game at one of the new used games at GameStop. Even with this new thing, and Best Buy saying it's $30 for every 2 years.
Wait,
Damn.
what? So hold on. They're competing with Best Buy now?
They're trying
Well,
to.
they're going to be. Best Buy is a competitor in electronic sales. So
Yeah, but doesn't Best Buy still give you the best deals though? Like they still
Oh,
have
yeah.
the better
well, they
deals.
match
Oh, yeah.
online prices. So
So what would be the incentive to me going to that? Because I already have like the base one or whatever, where it's like 10% off of like used games.
Yeah,
Just 'cause-
there's absolutely no benefit at all to you. I mean,
unless either there's only a GameStop where you live, or you just really, really, really like GameStop.
Bro, there better be fucking 2 years of that magazine then.
No, it's a 1 year subscription to the magazine.
It's still only a 1 year thing.
Everything's basically the same except you get 20% instead of the 10%.
It was nice when my girlfriend worked at GameStop and I got like posters and T-shirts and shit for free. And I got it's some special shit because you know you can't buy it anywhere. I had a badass StarCraft 2 shirt.
That's awesome.
I got my StarCraft 2 was like my first Blizzard launch game title. That was like a magical moment because I got the collector's edition. Alright, no, not the collector. No, that was Diablo. I'm sorry. I ended up getting like the base game for StarCraft 2 when it first launched, but I got the collector's edition like strategy guide, which was like a Bible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, like that fucking good times. That was back when GameStop was actually still decent.
I embarrassed the hell out of my wife at GameStop's Think Geek store because we walked in there and there's two females working and they had a stormtrooper display, like an actual life-size stormtrooper. I didn't know it was a costume at first. I thought it was just a statue of a storm. You know how people have those things. But the feet were like black and they were tiny. They look like fucking little women's feet. And so I was like, is this like the transgendered version of a stormtrooper or something? the whole fucking store just like got quiet. And the lady was like, excuse me? And some people left the store and I was like,
oh, you wanna cry, bitches?
My wife was like, honey, I was like, what? I was like, it looks like a fucking transgendered stormtrooper. I was like, it's got fucking tiny girl's feet. Like, I can't help it. And they're like, well, it's a costume. I'm like, oh, well, that just said that.
We were in Family Dollar in Laughlin, Nevada today, right? And fucking Brim goes up to the wall of bleach, and he goes, this is Laughlin's population control in front of everyone. I was like, damn, all right, I'm going to walk away now.
Well, I walked in there because, like, you know, my girl's like, you know, because my girl used to work there, so I already kind of have beef with this place because of past experiences with my girl and Shane's girl. So, like, I'm already trying to, like, be on my best behavior, and that's already fucking hard for me. And, so there's this big wall of bleach. I mean, it is literally the biggest fucking wall of bleach I had ever seen.
Literally.
And I don't know what the deal was, but something just in me was like, yeah, this is Laughlin's population control. And, like, everybody just kind of looked at me like, wow, what the fuck? Like, because today was just like a full moon. Like, today was just a weird day. Everybody in Laughlin was being stupid. I mean, it was just awkward all day. It's just been an all-day thing. And, yeah, so, like, I was an ass today. I'm not gonna lie. I was an ass at Family Dollar. Oh, yeah, so I took a picture of the HE detergent with a fucking security tag on it. Like, it's a small bottle, bro. Like, this isn't some heavy core shit. This is a small bottle. Like, this is good for, like, what? I would say, what, 10 loads? Like,
that, yeah.
Dude, it had a security tag on it. I took a picture of it and I posted it on Facebook.
What the hell? Like,
they must have like a... Shit.
Like, bro, like, you know what? In my town now, and here in Bullhead, if you go to the Smiths, they have all hygiene products behind a locked cage like it's a jail.
Holy shit.
Bro, it is, like, it's ghetto-tabulous over here, dude. Like, it is ghetto-tabulous. And I have no qualms of letting people know how I feel. I don't give a fuck. Like, I just, like, I help people. Like, I'm not really shitting on people themselves. I'm just shitting on the situation that they put themselves in. If that makes any sense. Like, it's a shame when you've got to lock up fucking detergent from your community because they can't stop stealing. Like, come on.
That's sad.
That's some hood rat shit.
Bro,
don't,
it is
don't fucking do that.
It's so
only
scandalous.
$2 to begin with. $2.
$2 with a security tag. What the fuck?
Today, during my trips to 7-Eleven and Walmart, I was in a Walmart grocery store, and on my way out, like after looking through all the different coolers, whatever, there was a lady at the self checkout, and she had one of them big. She was an old lady. She had one of them big sun hats on, the big brims.
Yeah.
And then she had a fucking bike helmet on top of it. I was like, oh god, I was like, I want to take a picture, but there's no way to do it without her knowing what. This is just fucking too funny. Like I've never. She looked like one of them waterheads that had to wear a helmet, but she said she wanted to wear that hat so bad.
Yeah, it was a special case. Like that's what Brim's gonna do if he ever parks in a handicap spot and a cop comes up to his car.
I'm gonna walk out. I'm like, Dad! Dad! And the cop's gonna be like, yo, I cannot write this guy a ticket. I feel bad for him. I'm like, thank you, Officer.
Are you gonna drive away though?
Can I have your autograph? Like, it's gonna be just like that, and people around me are gonna try not to laugh and ruin it for me. Because if fucking Shane breaks, dude, I'm done. I am so done. Like, I can't, dude, I cannot not laugh when somebody else around me is cracking up, dude. Like, I cannot do it. Especially if I know it's me. Oh, God, I cannot keep a straight face and save my life. I'm gonna be like the fucking Rain Man out here when that shit happens. I'm telling you. Like, somebody's gonna need to catch that shit on camera. They're gonna be like, yo, Brimstone's acting like a retard to get out of a ticket. The fuck? Like... Oh, so, Shane, you want to tell them about our adventures today? Speaking of that Family Dollar trip?
Oh, with that bitch?
Oh, the bitch. Like, the bitches of bitches. Like, so we had an altercation today at a nail salon. Right next to said Ghetto Family Dollar.
Why the fuck were you at a nail salon?
Yeah,
yo,
I was like going,
yo, motherfuckers, don't be judging because we wanted a petty.
I'm kind of wondering now, the more y'all hang out, the more y'all starting to like go to a
Yo, real men,
yeah.
yo, Rambo,
y'all are kind of becoming bitches, just
Rambo,
saying.
Real men get petties.
No, I'm not sure about that.
No.
Real men get petties.
Metrosexuals get petties.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, bend over, motherfucker. I'll show you metrosexual.
My wife was getting her nails done, and we were waiting so we could go get food.
God damn it, Shader, stop being a pussy.
That's better.
Better, but I wouldn't have stepped foot in that place.
Why? You get high off the fumes.
Bro, like,
that fucking chokes me.
so I was already feeling kind of pissed with the whole Family Dollar situation, right? And we first go in there, and I'm trying to break the tension. So the first thing I do is I sniff the fucking air as loudly and as obnoxiously as possible. And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting high! And his wife just turns around, and she's like, oh my God.
She's like,
apologized for us several times.
She's like, I'm so sorry. And then Shane's like, yo, these fumes are great in here. I'm like, I know, man, I'm getting crunk. And I even started like doing like the whole like stereotypical race thing, you know, when I was like Z popping my head and shit, and there was said stereotypes there. I just didn't know by the time I walked in and I had already opened my mouth like an asshole. So I'm lucky I'm still standing here. I'm glad I didn't get shot. But so we go in there, right? And we're cracking jokes. We're like fucking having a good old time. And so we decide we're gonna go ahead and go to the Family Dollar. And we go in there, and that's when I start cracking jokes in there about how ghetto that shit is. And then we come back to this raving lunatic bitch. Like, this woman literally had her fucking Cheerio shit in by somebody there at that fucking salon, okay? Like, this was bad. Like, she was full out hollering when me, Shane, and the girls were walking in. So his wife is sitting there like going, oh my God, telling Val what was going on. And me and Shane are just kind of sitting there with our arms folded like, what the fuck is about to go down here? This chick, I shit you not, told the owner of the shop that I could speak your language. Shane, I'll let you have this one.
So
I'm already getting pissed off just thinking about it, bro.
She's yelling at the owner saying, I can speak your language and I know your employees were over there talking shit on me. And so she didn't want to pay for her pedicure or whatever the hell she got. And then she gets closer to us and I forget which one of us asked, can you even speak their language?
Oh, that was me.
Yeah. And
I was the asshole that started it.
And she goes, no, I have a translator on my phone. And I go,
oh my God.
Who the hell's to say your phone is right? I mean, Google Text-to-Talk doesn't even work half the damn time in English. So she gets in like our general area, our faces, and says, no one wants your opinion. And she starts going off on people or whatever. And then as she's walking out, I had exchanged a few fuck yous. She tells Brim something about a treadmill, and Brim's like, "Bye, Felicia."
Damn.
She's like, "I work for the Las Vegas Health Department." It was.
I was like, you work for the Las Vegas Health Department, and we literally, as a group, laughed at her. Like, the entire store laughed at this crazy bimbo. Right? So she says that she's going to get the city manager to come down to this fucking nail salon and close them down. That was her words. And we laughed even harder. And she's like, you know what? I'm just going to leave. And I'm like, bye, Felicia! Like, like, I couldn't help it. I had to say it. And then she said something like, to the effect, well, you look, I mean, she's, I don't know why you're talking. You need to be on the treadmill. And I'm like, oh, that was such a sick burn! Dude, like, I'm telling you, and you know what sucks is, like, Val almost got hit like 4 times on the way into Laughlin today by idiots. So, like, it's been a full moon today. Like, it's been weird. We first got to the mall, she almost got backed into. One person ran the stop sign and almost T-boned us on the way into this fucking salon. And then this fucking bitch had the balls to fucking chew out the store owner because she's a retard and she didn't want to fucking pay for her petty. I'm like, you fucking... And she's all... Oh, yeah, she said, I'm not trash. And I could tell she wanted to say, like, these people. Like, I knew she wanted to say it. Yo, you're treating me like trash. Like, I wanted to so badly just step in, like, that's because you are trash. Like, I wanted to say it so badly. But I was like, no, because I'm going to have to deal with her, I'm sure, if I need to sell her appliances or some shit. Like, I know she won't forget what I look like. I know for a fucking sure she won't forget who I am.
Well, they say elephants never forget.
I mean, she was like, probably, I wouldn't say the whitest girl I've ever seen to try to dress like a Mexican.
It was weird. She had this whole blue motif thing going on.
Bandana tied around the back of her head like she is, you know, a gang member or something. It was, but she works with the health department.
She works with the...
I feel safer already.
Bro,
Right.
like the laughter that came out of that room when she said that shit, we were dying. Like, I was dying, Shane was dying, Sandra, the chick that was doing Sandra's fucking nails, were dying, Val was dying. Like, the kids were even getting in on it, dude. I was like, yo, like, this chick is getting roasted in live. Like, I thought of... She was like, I recorded this whole thing, and I'm going to put it online. I'm like, oh, God, here we go. I so badly was thinking, like, I was even thinking about, should I pull out my phone? Like, I should probably pull out my phone. I don't know why I did it, because this whole exchange would have been fucking YouTube gold. And I got a feeling a lot of people would have been like, yo, Brim, that shit was hilarious. You gotta do this more often.
It's not hard to find people like that around here.
No, it's not. It is saddening to say.
She didn't pay for her shit though. She
walked out. Yeah, she walked out, and Shane was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I was like, "You go call the cops and get her arrested."
She's like, "No, we just want her gone." I'm like, "Okay."
The store owner did.
I could understand it. I'm the same way.
Dude,
I don't want to deal with these fuckers.
Is it me? Like, I was thinking about this shit earlier today. I was thinking, wouldn't it have been fucking even better if I said, "Fuck you, Round Eye"? Like, because the owners of the shop were Asian, so I thought that would be fucking hilarious. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna probably get kicked out of here if I do that. So,
Oh, I would have said a lot to her. I wouldn't have.
Oh, no, trust me. Me and Shane were already in a funky mood, dude, and we all went in on this chick, dude. It was funny. It was fucking hilarious. And like the poor girl that's on the phone calling the cops, like, she fucking, I could tell she was nervous because this chick thought she was gonna have her on her side. So she's all, "Man, miss, now you work here, right? What did I say to you?" She explained to her exactly what she said to her, but I didn't say that. I'm like, oh god. So, on today's lessons, little guys, if you ever feel like an asshole and you feel like being an asshole, don't leave the comfort of your own house. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. Just don't do it. It's not good for anybody. Not good for you. Not good for anybody around you. No.
Be an asshole online like normal people.
Yeah. Don't take that shit to the streets.
Go fuck with 12-year-olds on Call of Duty or something like regular people.
That is so weird sounding when you say it like that.
Go fuck with 12-year-olds on it.
God damn!
Now that's on the Switch.
Metro's playing the Switch right now, so I wonder if the FBI's watching him.
Yeah, probably so.
That means we're gonna have the best security in our house right now.
It's ran like the online portion of the Switch is like ran from the FBI's headquarters. Like,
Jesus.
He said the Switch servers are ran from the FBI's headquarters, Metro.
Well, it's secure.
child trafficking.
Yeah, the child trafficking unit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know what's funny, Metro, is like they said that the servers went down for like 20 minutes, and that was the lowest human trafficking rates have been down in the history.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck you guys!
I don't know what to fucking say anymore.
You gonna say you want a snoodle? Come on, bro. You know you want a snoodle.
Fuck is a snoodle?
Oh god.
Oh, you don't know what snoodling is, sir? It's I know it by its other name too, called docking. Do you know what docking is?
No.
Oh my god.
All right, so we're gonna go into a creepy Urban Dictionary definition thing. So,
Oh Jesus.
snoodling, and I discovered this by 3 different Navy guys over PlayStation 3 network playing Call of Duty with them throughout a few years that never even met each other. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind. Snoodling is you alright, Shane? So snoodling is when you take your penis and you insert it into an uncircumcised penis's foreskin and you push and pull like a Chinese finger trap.
How do you not know that? Well, you don't hang out.
How would I not know that?
I hang out with normal people. Like,
No, Shado's over here dying, I'm not gonna lie.
I thought I had heard it all. I guess
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Dude, it gets way worse than that. We got bored one time and looked for weird
Y'all
shit on
fucking-
Urban Dictionary. Do you know people freeze a turd to fuck themselves with it? That's an actual thing.
That sounds like a
That
Tumblr
has to be
thing.
cringe.
Right?
Nope, Urban Dictionary and boredom.
There's a lot of new
search-
things you guys can discover
No,
on
dude,
Urban Dictionary.
I
when
mean,
you're
I'm not
drunk and
surprised.
bored.
I gave up on being surprised with
I-
what people can do.
Y'all search history is like, fuck.
I know, right? 3 times. Clean it 3 times.
It's-
Yeah. Y'all need to call in Hillary Clinton, man.
Swear to God, dude. Bleach bit
Damn.
3 times.
What are you supposed
wonder-
to do when you're bored with the internet?
Play games.
I don't play a video game
But
or
I hate
No.
go outside.
I hate Candy Crush as much as the next person. But I would rather play Candy Crush than go look up that kind of stuff.
Yeah, me too. I'd be crushing candies all day long. Man.
Bejeweled is the shit, alright? I can play that for hours. Fuck it.
It's not like we like punch in like ways to, masturbate with a turd or anything.
I know, but man, I don't even want to be on those websites. I've seen enough, dude. I really have.
I've heard enough now that
We
Wow.
also have like 20 gay furry friends. That doesn't
y'all
help.
need better. Y'all
No,
need
it
better
does
friends.
not. I know, right?
I'd be like questioning my friends like, what? Who? Yeah,
You
Metro.
know what? I think you guys are just being negative.
Right?
I don't know. Them furry people are weird, man.
Yep.
It's cool. It's cool on them that they want to live like that, but I don't understand. Like for the life of me, I just cannot. I just can't. Like it just doesn't.
Hey,
Yep.
good morning, Mr. Zero. You missed an important topic just a few seconds ago.
Right?
Oh my gosh. Bye,
Rajik
Felicia.
Rajik said that you should look up the snowplow sex position.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, in that case, Rajik, you need to look up. This is what you need to look up: the human kite.
Oh, God.
I've seen that one too.
made that one up, by the way. I'm proud of it. I'm so proud of it that I know for the fact that they reset the search for it like 3 different times because it broke fucking counts. Okay, so hey, I was so proud of it at one point that I thought it would be funny to try to get that on a cup, and I was like, you know what? That's probably a little too far.
Couldn't drink out of that cup with anyone, around me.
Terrible.
No, Cyrus, the furry people, they actually have a convention in, like, Pennsylvania somewhere where they all dress up in their little furry costumes and do their furry
It's
shit.
called yiffing, sir.
I don't understand it. Like,
We know a
think
few furries that want to spend a lot of money on those costumes.
And I think a lot of the furries actually, like, they walk around their house in their fucking furry costume. Like, they're fucking kind of borderline mental.
With how much money those costumes cost, I would always wear it. If I
Nigga,
was
for $1,000, and you want to look like a fucking zebra being fucked by a mountain lion? What is wrong with you? Like, Jesus Christ.
What is wrong with the fact that you're still... Oh, I know.
What? Still what? Still what? Say it, Rambo.
Walking?
Well, they're born when like that way. So when they see a dog and they get hard, it's not their fault. They were born that way.
They are not born that way, man.
Don't you know sexual attraction is born? It's not learned.
No.
People are born gay, Rambo.
It's obviously a thing, Rambo. You fascist.
Wait,
pig.
but I thought women being attracted to men was a social construct.
That means
I'm so confused.
yeah.
You really want to get Rambo's brain to hurt? You were born to love toasters, sir. And you don't know this for a fact to argue against it because science proves me right.
You guys don't even know. You can fuck a toaster and it could be a tanning bed for your dick.
Tanning bed. That's all I gotta say about this. The fuck?
Metro, you have gay vampire dogs. You can let us have the toaster.
Don't talk about my goddamn persona.
Gay vampire android dog. Like,
Fursona.
it doesn't get any fucking weirder than that. Also, did I mention he was part dragon? Alright? Oh, and by the way, he's got the reflexes of a fucking mongoose.
What the fuck?
Doesn't Rambo like the otherkins? Didn't we go over that?
Rambo's
Them
an
fuckers-
other kid.
Them fuckers just need to be shot. Like, those people should not even be breathing.
Come on, bro. Don't you want to fuck a My Little Pony? Don't you get don't you get freaky when you see donkeys fucking in the streets?
No.
Rainbow Dash.
Bro, you're not living life right.
You know what?
No.
If they want to be a cat, then they should get spayed.
And neutered. Yep.
That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. You know?
They definitely, because like
Complete
that
the
shit does not need to.
experience.
That shit does not need to procreate.
Yep, they
Yep.
need the full package.
Yo, I'm at 0 and 8 right now. This is terrible.
You should make them shit in
That-
a box with rocks in it, too.
Pop rocks. That'd be funny.
They should, yeah, they should definitely not be allowed to procreate at all. Like that, we don't need spawns of that.
So, if, like, they think they're a dog and they have sex doggy style, that's, like, missionary to them, right? Just
I have no,
just
I don't
normal.
know. I would have made, I don't know really to tell you the truth. Because I've never encountered.
Rambo, if you're
these
in
people.
the otherkin community, you can share this with us.
Never in my life have I even.
Are you an other kid or a
searched-
spirit totem? I just want to know.
I've never even searched for this shit. I've never seen an otherkin until you like posted a link to one. Or,
Bro.
Yeah, he just finds everything bad from us.
I've never in my life seen what an otherkin was until that video.
We're not the one posting pigs and thongs on Facebook, Rambo.
Yeah, you are.
It's to the point that Rambo is leaving angry emotes when he's tagged in something now.
I'm not gonna lie though, it's fucking hilarious.
It's like y'all want to trigger me like every time, like, cause I'm like, oh, fuck. I get to see their fucking search history because they tag me and shit. Like,
It's the hog and dog connection. You don't even know.
I'm learning shit that I didn't even know I didn't even want to know. Like,
Bruh,
I'm learning shit I didn't know I didn't want to know. Like that.
So, are you familiar with clopping?
I don't know what the fuck that is. So.
Well, yeah,
Probably some
Metro,
other weird
Metro, you want to explain what clopping is?
I ain't explaining that bullshit.
Come on!
That's like a gay furry sex thing, right?
My Little Pony.
Fucking brony shit.
Now them bronies are fucking weird, man.
They just like the cartoon Rambo. Right?
Don't you know, motherfuckers? Friendship is magic.
Yeah, but it's a weird ass cartoon.
There's no.
And that's saying something, because I like
Grown men
weird ass
should-
cartoons.
Grown men should not be like watching My Little Pony.
I hear the writing is actually like pretty sophisticated and probably better than any TV that's on right now, besides like Game of Thrones and other HBO shit. But still, dude, it's like neon blue ponies and shit.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm good.
I mean, like I said, to each their own. If they want to, like, that's cool. I just like they don't need to post the shit online to where I can see it. Like, just.
But
just keep it in
Rambo,
the
friendship
keep
is
it in-
magic. Love me.
keep it in their privacy of their own home and shit like that. Like, I'm cool with. It's just weird. I mean, I just don't get it. Maybe it's just because I don't understand. Like, I can't. The logic can't. I cannot wrap that logic around my.
Around your what? Penis?
And go get. I'm not trying to sit on your. I have. You can like whatever the hell you want to like, man. I don't get it at all. Like in the least little bit. But no, Cyrus. I'm sure that's probably coming next. Somebody's gonna start talking about shitting on somebody else.
We call that chili dogging?
Oh God!
Oh my gosh!
I do know that there's people that like that's what they want done to them while they have sex or something.
Again, chili dogging.
Dude.
It's alright, bros.
Now I want some hot dogs. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Hot dogs and pizza? Possibly a beer to go with all that nonsense?
I'm gonna start having to go to the psychiatrist before I start doing the podcast.
Well, you didn't hear Wednesday Simo's going to be a special guest?
Yeah. I gotta get my antidepressants.
Antidepressants, painkillers. You know what, dude? If you have a coke dealer, just go to him. I'm just gonna say that right now. If you got a coke dealer, just do it. Don't even fuck with all the little shit. Just go straight for the gusto, if you know what I mean.
2 girls, 1 cup is normie shit, Cyrus. 1 man, 1 jar. Now, that's some messed up shit.
Or 1 man, 1 horse.
This is just kind of how things always are. Like, Brim didn't even tell you. He yelled cocaine today in Starbucks.
Oh, yeah! Well, you know what, dude? All the other crazy shit happened today that was so extreme that I forgot about that. Like, seriously. That's the kind of day it was where, like, all my light shit that I think is funny, like, I completely spaced it out because all the obscene, crazy shit happened. It's like, you witness too much all at once and you get fried. That's kind of what happened to me today. I didn't know how to deal with life after today. I was like, what the fuck? What's going on with me? Because these people are idiots out here, man. I can't believe how stupid some of these people are. So it's like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, I can.
When we went to get my
I can.
when we went to get my new tire, my fucking tire was shredded. Like there was no way it could ever been like fixed or anything. So the dude's taking it in the shop. I'm like, you're gonna patch that, right? I mean, just fucking shit like that.
Like, hey man, can I keep the rubber as a fucking memento?
Yeah, don't worry, bro. Duct tape. It'll be all right.
I
Nigga,
want
like,
the
I'm
pink
pretty
one.
sure if you use duct tape and then melted it on, we'd be good. We'd be good. We could do this. We got this. As a team, we got this. We got this.
You should have done that. Like wrapped your tire like in duct tape, and then walked in and said, "I tried to fix it, but it kept going flat."
Yo, that's where Rod's tire would be like, "Yo, we're done here. You're not doing anything for us at all, sir."
Like you're not getting the tire back.
Maybe they think I was so special, I would have got a discount.
That would have been funny.
I wouldn't have had to pay $120 for one tire.
Would have been funny.
Definitely going to use the pink duct tape next time that happens.
Pink duct tape, Jesus
The
Christ.
neon pink one.
It's all right, bro. We'll go crazy together. Yeah, I was actually doing good there towards the end. We still lost. Jesus. It's all Rambo's fault. It's because he's just got his goddamn white privilege.
Rambo.
His
Come on,
his white privilege surpasses my own, so I'm fucked in life already just because I know this guy.
It's a terrible thing.
We can blame all the world's L's, you know, even yours in Call of Duty on my white privilege. Is
I was told that's a thing. I was told that was a
apparently.
thing.
Don't drag Call of Duty
apparently.
into this.
How
Apparently,
dare you drive Activision through the mud like that, you dirty bastard?
They make your fucking Destiny game too.
I would only imagine Sledgehammer built some sort of internal thing to where they could figure out how many times the black female Nazi died. So that way they can say she died a disproportionate amount compared to the white characters.
Well, that's a new thing, didn't you hear? Gay characters die more often than straight characters.
What?
Oh dear God!
Proportionally, and that's a big problem that needs to be fixed. So there's.
How do you spend that much time trying to figure this shit out?
What are there going to be quotas now? You can only have so many gay people die in your movie or your book before straight people have to die.
We I think we've called this something before. It was like, what was it? The Victims Olympics or some shit like that. Who's the victim?
Yeah.
Oppression Olympics.
Yeah, like it's fucking stupid, dude. They're like, oh yeah, well my people were suppressed in life. They fucking didn't know how to read. They got killed just because of the color of their skin. And I'm like, like my people got almost extinct, but yet you don't see me going, where's my reparations, white boy? Like, fuck that. So stupid.
It's true though. I mean,
Japanese owes its reparation for Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, fuck that both nukes that we do.
I will take payment in the form of check or anime.
See, I'll take hentai any day of the week. It's fine. Free hentai,
Right?
That's good. Or you know what? I will
Fix
take
that money transfer, or you can just send me over like a pallet of awesome
I have a smart idea for that. I got this one. All the incomplete series that exist need to be completed for my reparations.
There you go.
Bam! Best idea
There you go.
ever. You want to know a good ending for Naruto?
Get on it, Trump.
I want to have a Weeaboo status card, thank you very much. And it's got to be funded by Capital One.
with no interest for a year, so it makes it free money.
No interest for a year, and I could be reimbursed for whatever I don't spend on anime on whatever else I want. So, yeah. So I gotta have like a food credit thing called food stamps, but for credit cards. Oh wait, we already have something.
Jesus.
Man, I feel still kind of asshole-y today, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, I still kind of feel like an asshole today. I don't know what the deal is.
Day's almost over.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, like after, what's funny? I was telling Valerie, like, I actually kind of felt better after that, like the whole exchange. Like, I actually felt a little bit better after that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think sometimes we just need to be an asshole just to get out of our system, and then we're whole again. You know what I mean? You suppress the assholeness too much, and guess what? That's kind of where like serial murderers come from. It's like, yep, I suppressed being an asshole for X amount of years. Yeah, you're just.
We have not had an asshole outbreak for 72 days.
Excuse me, sir, but
Good job.
What's Antifa again? I mean,
They're a peaceful organization.
Achieving peace through violence, just like CNN says.
This is a peaceful rally
Well,
using violence.
excuse me. CNN said.
What was it? The CNN? Like, didn't they say CNN today? Like,
Antifa didn't like that CNN said they were trying to achieve peace through violence, so CNN changed their headline.
Well, that's probably been like the most honest thing they've ever said. Then they should have kept it that way.
Right.
So we're coming up on the 2.5. Well, actually, a little over 2.5 hours now. Anything you guys want to particularly talk about, or you want to go ahead and end it off with the usual?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, nothing's really happened that I know of. It's been kind of quiet. I mean, the Taco Bell thing started with the Xbox, but other than that, I mean, really nothing going on gaming-wise that I can.
Yeah, I've been trying to choose my battles with your Twitter lately, Rambo. Like, I'm looking
I wish I
at
could choose my battles.
I'm looking at these tweets and I'm like, wait, I better not knee-jerk react to this because I have a feeling I'm going to regret it. Like,
Yeah.
because these people are stupid. Like, they are unbelievably fucking stupid. Like, I can't believe.
Did you see the cop that arrested the nurse?
Yeah, you posted that this morning, right?
Yeah, that was.
I just saw that on Facebook.
Fucked up shit. Like, the cop is still on active duty too.
Yeah, fuck that shit. The guy was a prick to her the whole time.
Yeah,
Like,
he
the whole
violated
time.
violated her constitutional rights, the patient's constitutional rights. He should be fired.
I would have been like, yo, bitch, this isn't CSI. This isn't fucking Miami Heat. Like, what the fuck are you thinking, dumb fuck? This isn't Criminal Minds. This is your jurisdiction as a cop does not work in the same way that it does on TV. Like, get the fuck off this fucking agent. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that guy was going in on her too. Like, he fucking was like manhandling her. Like, I was like, dude, she's not even resisting, and he's acting like she is. I'm like, yo, like, you don't even have the grounds to do that, dude. Like, what the fuck?
No, he was like he should be brought up on assault charges because he had no right to even put his hands on her at all.
I agree. That shit was ridiculous. I couldn't
And
believe that
technically,
shit.
he forced her to assault, because taking blood without your consent is technically assault, unless they have a warrant. So not only did he assault her, he forced her to assault the guy, whoever, the unconscious
the
suspect
patient,
or whatever. Yeah.
I'm surprised, like, after all this, you'd think that these police departments would learn by now. Don't fucking overstep your power. Stop overstepping your power, and you're not going to have these videos going viral on fucking Facebook and social media. Like, stop being stupid.
It just proves that these people, whenever they became a cop, they didn't really take the whole learning the Constitution part seriously. Like, learning the laws. They're like,
hell no.
Boy, now
I
can do whatever I want.
Bro, I love it when I see, like, everyday citizens getting caught, like, they're actually recording their situation, and they're putting these cops in place with all of their, like, state-sanctioned laws that are actually in practice. Like, I think that's great. I love the fact that citizens are actually becoming more educated about our laws in this country than the cops are when they first get into the academy. It's like, I know that as for a fucking fact these academies go over.
Oh, dude, in California, it takes less time to become a cop than it does to become a barber.
What?
It's like a 1-year program to get your barber certificate, but it is 6 months of training to become a cop.
Really? I thought they had.
Swear to God.
I thought they had to have, like, certain law, like, faculties in place in order for them to even become a cop. Like, I thought they had to learn
Apparently not.
the basics and shit. No. That's
not in California.
Dirty,
hair cutting is very important.
I know, right? You could slip and ruin someone's whole.
They put their life on the line.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And you
That's
see that
crazy.
they just see the cop that got suspended because he walked up to the passenger was saying she wasn't going to get out of the car. She had her hands up, and he's talking to her and he's like, "Ma'am, you're under arrest." And she's like, I understand that, but I just don't. I've seen too many cops shooting people, and the media says to watch out for y'all. Y'all are just going around killing people. And he's like, "Oh, we only kill black people, right?"
Yeah. I remember that. I thought, okay, so, I mean, I
He was trying to
understand.
defuse the situation.
Yeah.
It was a bad joke. I'm not saying he's.
Yeah, it was
I think it's a great joke.
But I mean, he.
It was an unprofessional joke.
It was
Yeah.
yes, I will give it
Yes.
that.
But I mean, he was the reason why he was.
At least he tried, though.
Racist. He was trying his best to, like, show her the stupidity and her fear, because like you never if you go back and look at any police shooting coverage, it's always the police shooting the black people.
Of course, that's because they choose only to cover the ones with black people. But
yeah. I mean, that's the.
But
only
it is a
fear
pretty
that-
rare event for really anybody in the U.S.
Oh yeah, but so I mean,
unless you're reaching for a fucking, glove box and they tell you not to move. I'm just throwing that out there, but whatever.
I mean, there are clear exceptions, and there are plenty of them. But overall, the likelihood is still pretty low, even with the overreach and all the brutality and all that.
Don't you know that you're born racist, dude? Because you're white.
Yeah, right? Even if
yeah,
you're not
was-
even if you're not racist, you're racist.
that was
And
one
if,
of the
and if you
things
don't
that-
know you're racist, you're still racist.
Sounds right to me.
that was one of the kind of things that that L'Oreal model said about white people, is that it's not learned racism, it's like inherited.
Oh yeah.
That's
because-
not how this works, but yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm not sure that you quite understand what racism is. Like, I'm just.
Well, it's
not
like, okay,
quite
well,
understanding.
let's say your premise is true. If it's biological, then there's no way you're gonna get rid of it. If it's especially if it's inherent to every white person. If it was like a subset, that'd be one thing. But you're saying it's inherent to every white person, so that's never gonna go away as long as there's gonna be white people. So that leaves us two options. Either one, there needs to be a white state, and then other states can be any other colors they want, or the non-white people will have to kill the white people, or then the white people will have to kill the non-white people. Those are the only two options at that point. So which do you want?
Obviously,
Yeah,
Pete,
I mean,
you
it's
don't
true,
know
yeah.
about birther theories,
I
right?
mean, from what Antifa does, probably the latter.
Excuse me, sir. Antifa is a peaceful organization that is not
I'm
funded
sorry,
by
peace.
any...
Peace through violence. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Thank you.
Metro, I'd get
They are-
you some
they are a
pizza,
peaceful
but I don't have any
organization.
Jewish pizza, so.
Yeah, the.
I don't want
Uh,
Well, yeah, we
What?
can...
Because you can put it in the oven.
Just don't burn it because you don't want it to go all the way up a chimney, you know what I mean? Oh, wait. Are we still talking about pizza?
Hitler didn't do nothing.
All right, that's right. He said something about, give them gas.
Jay Caesar, racism can't be
Then
inherited,
gas or I'll shoot your ass.
because even if you took two white supremacist parents and they had a baby, and that baby came out, and if they say took the baby from the parents at that birth, that baby could grow up next to a black person and in a black family and never think nothing about it. But it's like by having the white supremacists like having the baby and then raising the baby to believe that blacks are inferior. That's how racism is born. It's through learning. Like they teach them to be racist, because there's no way if it's inherited, that means all of us would be racist, and so you would never see a white 3-year-old and a black 3-year-old hanging out together. Like, that just wouldn't happen.
It is a silly notion.
Believe it or not, we are here. We are talking about felines.
We are.
I guess they are.
My girl found a white kitten outside.
Aw. I want another
Kill
kitten.
it.
Can't kill kittens. They're adorables.
I don't even believe that, Cyrus. I think that might be a huge stretch because unless I'm reading what you're saying wrong, because I don't even think there's a predisposition for racism.
It's tribalism, and yes, there is a genetic predisposition towards tribalism, but tribalism doesn't always manifest itself along racial lines. It can manifest itself along many lines, and it's a part of being a human.
Yeah, the tribalism is like tribalism was what's going to end up happening if they continue this narrative, because more and more white people will see that even the ones that are on the opposite side of like the SJW side, they will, more and more of them will start seeing that it doesn't really matter if you're with them or against them, that they want white people to die. So if that was all
I want for Christmas is a white genocide.
Yeah, tribalism would like come into play there, because it would be like us against them type of mentality. And
yeah,
like you don't want to be the one on their side helping them, because as soon as you help them and kill all the people that are against you, they're just going to kill you because they're looking to kill white people no matter what. So that would be, but I wouldn't consider that racism. I would consider that more just like tribalism, survival, like sticking together. The tribalism happens in like every.
I mean, the Native Americans did it to each other. They would be tribal about their tribe.
Yeah.
And they would kill other tribes and take their women or their land or whatever, buffalo herds or whatever it was.
I think so. I think tribalism is more along the lines of ethnicity than it is so much about race.
Yeah, usually, yeah.
Yeah, Cyrus, I think that, I mean, that's usually what happens with text. It's kind of hard to like get everything out, especially whenever they limit the amount of characters you can use.
Yeah.
But yeah, tribalism makes sense. I mean, that's just a natural part of survival.
And there's plenty of good tribalism.
Yeah.
Just the idiots that take it too far, and they're everywhere.
Like they're zealots or whatever, but they're in every.
There are too many, and they are all over the place.
Yeah, and they are in every sort of ethnicity.
Group. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and it's what's weird is like the only people, Cyrus, that you really hear about people like identifying as a collective or whatever is obviously the white supremacist, and then you have what I guess what Trump called the alt left, like the Antifa and the Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. They all believe in this collective.
Yeah, intersectionality.
And that's like a scary thing, because the more and more they push this, everybody, like we're a collective of people, it's more and more pushing to us versus them.
Yep.
And I don't quite understand their logic on that, because there's a fucking shit ton more of us in the United States than there are them. So it's like, I don't know what type of war you're wanting to fight, but it's really not the one you probably want to pick.
Probably not.
I'm sorry, but I mean, like if it's me and my, say this, the state of Texas, I'm just like, I'm probably gonna be like, yeah, maybe not, you know. I'll probably get along. Now, I mean, I think the world population, I think the white people are the minority.
Oh, they're a tiny minority. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Itty bitty.
If you're talking about just like in the United States, like there's no chance of us, like them taking out us. It's Cyrus. I honestly don't think that there's always going to be a chance of us versus them. I think that I
mean, in the immediate future, sure. There's there's North Korea and China and other places that they will always be us versus them. But that doesn't mean that it always has to happen everywhere all the time.
I think in America, I think generally it's not really I mean, I'm not saying back in the day, but I mean here up until recent events, it's usually been humans, we're just all humans here. We're all like helping each other out and doing what we can do. Obviously, you have the fringe elements on both sides, but the media now is like pushing us into a us versus them type of mentality, and as whoever controls the narrative controls the people, and the media is doing a damn good job at controlling the people.
Well, yeah, we were all American, and that was perfectly good tribalism because there was no race or anything like that involved with that label. But they made that racist because they wanted to make every collective except for theirs racist. So they could be the good guys and everybody else could be the bad guys. So people had to stop saying, well, I'm an American. So now we have nothing that can bring us together to say, well, we are all this.
Yeah, like you even try to if you talk to anybody and they want to identify, like they all want to like definitely identify as African American and Asian American, and I'm like, you're just an American.
As an LGBT American.
Yeah, like you're just an American. That's it. Like we're all the same. We're all here. But they're like, we want equality, but I want to be known as LGBTQ American. Like, then you're just putting yourself into a fucking category. Like, why are you? If you want equality, then we all are equal. We're all Americans. Like
That's not good enough. Some animals are more equal than others.
But Halo Swarm, tribalism isn't always about a race. It's we were a tribe. Like our tribalism was a tribalism of Americans. And then the media was like, wait a minute. Actually, the media and the government.
And academia. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like an informed populace or a united populace is a dangerous populace to them. So they thought, what's the best way to do it? Create a race war. Then it's us versus them, and now they can do whatever the hell they want to do because the only thing we're focusing on as a media and the people that consume the information is all the us versus them type shit. Yeah, PC versus console is even a form of tribalism.
Again, there are good and bad forms.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
PC Master Race,
Yeah, there's a lot of people that like want to throw tribalism as a race, like a racism thing, like another form of racism. But
yeah, it's funny how the people who say the racists are evil and all that tend to talk the most about race. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and equate everything either to race or to something racial, about something racial. Yeah,
it blows my mind.
Seems to me like they're spending an awful lot of time thinking about how race affects things. Yeah.
Yep.
The lady doth protest too much a wee bit, I think.
In this case, very much so.
But hey, that's just my uninformed, opinion. God, I'm not even a college graduate. What would I know, right?
No, yeah, you're not even allowed to speak on the subject.
Fuck.
Well, obviously, like tribalism can lead to racism. I mean, like that tribalism, like the KKK
it's the framework from where it can grow if the right circumstances.
The KKK is tribalism, but it's also racism. But it's kind of like they took tribalism one step further. But I mean, just because like you were I guess doing tribalism doesn't necessarily mean that like a group of race. Like you can be tribalism and have African American or black people, white people, brown people, all in the same tribe. But I mean, the media and the government. Well, I still say. I mean, I want to say the government, but I really think it's more of the media that controls the government.
It's a little of both.
Yeah, I think, but they're
all the right people in all the right places. They're all hell bent on
making
anything they can do to give the government more power, them more power, and or nullify the possible resistance that citizens would put up.
Yep. So there's no way we can we would ever stand up to, like, say if Donald Trump enacted some totalitarian type thing. There's no way in hell that we could stand up to him, because there's no way in hell that we could all come together at this point and fight the government.
It would be difficult.
Yeah, because we'd be worrying so much about fighting each other and fighting the government at the same time. Like, you would have to control.
I don't think we're as divided as they want us to be. I really don't.
Not yet, no. But I mean, you would still have like those fringe elements in the back or the front, wherever they're at, fighting each other, and it would be just utter chaos.
I like the 3 percenters. Have you heard of those guys?
I've heard of them.
It's a militia, and they call themselves 3 percenters because historically it's only taken 3% of a populace armed and committed to the cause for a successful revolution. That's what it took for the American Revolution, and in hundreds of others, was about 3% of the general populace. So I think we'd do better than the government thinks we would.
Yeah, they're going to continue though, and
we have a lot more than 3%. We might not be armed to the level that the government is, but I mean, even the police force isn't really all that close to the military, and thank God. So I mean, and Jesus, if anybody tried to deploy U.S. Army troops or whatever on U.S. soil against the citizens, I mean, that's some heavy shit right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's almost Civil War type shit.
I would imagine that the fighting between races would turn to realizing that the true evil lies in front of them. I would hope.
I really do.
These people would be like bright enough to go, wait a minute, do I want to sit there and argue with him about his white privilege, or do I want to fight back from this gun and tank?
Yeah, should we worry about those stormtroopers in all black with M4 coming out of the MRAP at the end of the street?
Or should I talk to this guy a little bit more about his white privilege, because that seems important. I'd hope so, but I mean, you never know. I don't know.
You really don't. Yeah.
I don't want to get put to that test to try to figure out. I'd rather it kind of cool itself down before it gets to that point. But I guess they found out like Antifa was warned to Obama in 2016, or not 2016. In 2016, that they were on the FBI watch list for possible terror, domestic terrorism. And he never spoke about it in the thing, but he did talk about the right wing hate groups.
Oh yeah. Everything was right wing terrorism, even though there's been next to no right wing terrorism for the past 100 years.
It's I don't know. It's an interesting thing that they like. I mean, this is just a new way to keep us divided, but they're doing a damn good job of it.
They really are.
Yeah. And I really blame it on the fact that schools these days, I mean, my kids, luckily my daughter really likes to challenge herself. So, but for the most part, these kids really have no critical thinking skills when they get out of school.
There's more communists than there are conservatives of any kind in university. And I'm sure it's a similar situation in high school and grade school. So yeah, there's no doubt that your kid is getting a biased education if they're going to a public school and maybe even a private school.
Yep. It's just it's an unfortunate, because I mean, you start with the school, keep your populace dumb, or educate them in the direction that you want them to go.
Yep.
The government does, what it needs to do. The media does what it needs to do. And
yep.
Then you
got your TV, your bread and circuses. Yep.
Yep. You end up eventually having the
1984.
World you want to create.
Tails.
Yep.
Tails, you got me murdered.
God damn it, Tails.
What the fuck? I want to play on the button, not on the spike.
What the fuck is going on?
I have never seen.
They're playing Sonic together, and I guess the loser gets fucked in the butt or something. I don't.
Right?
So. Sorry, we were talking about pussy. I mean cats. Same thing.
Same thing. Oh, you guys were talking about tribalism and school government, right? School and government.
Government schools, yes. And communists. McCarthy didn't do nothing.
You sure?
Positive.
I was told that guy was like a national hero. Is that true?
He would have been if he had been able to go through with it. Turns out there were communists everywhere.
God damn it.
God, irony of all ironies.
So, I guess we could end this with a nice, happy thing of, well, we now know that getting a petty in the ghetto at approximately 4:30 p.m. is a must-go in case you ever want to vent out your frustrations of your day.
Okay.
What happened at Gay Betty?
What we just told you, dude.
Oh, is that?
Yeah. That was at the barber, dude. That was at the fucking beauty salon where this chick was flipping out, and we all kind of ganged up on her. It was funny.
My wife got a discount on her nails though, because we stood up for the Asians. So we did good.
I really wish I would have said "fuck you, round eye," but you know it didn't work out that way.
Heat of the moment, you don't think of what you need to do.
I need to go in that bitch with a halo mask.
My boss made a mistake of
Tell
hiring
them,
a black person.
Yo, what? You're no longer the token black guy?
Huh?
You're no longer the token black guy?
No, I'm the token Mexican guy.
You can't just switch like that.
It
You need to put in a notice.
It depends on the situation.
He's all, I got papers!
I
got papers!
Never mind.
But yeah, my boss hired a typical lazy black person.
Nice.
Alright, so guys, a little backstory. Gamer Dragon is half black, just so we know.
He's not racist. He's talking about his own people.
Sig hell!
Jesus!
Half his own people.
I don't think I want to talk to you anymore. You're being all German. I think you have a choice then.
Right.
You don't want to see him in a young Hitler Youth outfit?
Oh God, no. Yeah.
Don't lie, you have German tourist shorts like on Deuce Bigelow in your room.
Fucking European gigolo.
To turn them on, you look for things on a map.
No.
You go, oh, Scheiße, Scheiße.
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So he went from semi-racist to like full-blown Nazi youth.
He just smacked his ass and said, fuck, today's the first, isn't it?
I get to fuck you twice today.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
No,
Kid Kniff from Connecticut.
Fucking asshole.
No. He is not the asshole, sir. If your asshole's the one that's going to be plunged into, like the depths of Indiana Jones and the Lost Crusade. Alright, just saying.
God.
Are you jerking my neck like you're jerking his dick? Because I'm not going to spit on you.
I don't do courtesy spits.
Oh my god. So I guess we'll end this on a note of Peter. Oh, Peter. Likes to be fucking choked while getting fucked in the ass with a reach around. Is this true? Do you care to comment on anything here, Peter?
Shane is dying.
I know
No.
Shane's dying. Shane's fucking...
That was my girlfriend that liked to be choked, but
He
whatever.
sent us gifts, don't let him lie to you.
It's like, oh, yeah, choke me harder.
Screenshot her, it didn't happen.
Go to the lungs, you pussy!
You say there's gifts, sir. I want to see them.
Oh, I'll show you some gifts. You want to see
Yeah,
gifts I can
they
give you?
won't be. They won't be of me.
They can be.
The
Give
Hog
me
and
your
Dog
address.
Express.
Fucking Dog Express.
The Hog and Dog Express, is that what we're going to call the podcast?
Jesus.
Dedicated to a meme, people.
To Rambo's Corner because he's a Hog and Dog enthusiast.
Yo, that guy's got a
Nah.
lot of shit on his Facebook about Hog and Dog. You know?
I know.
3
I
times.
wonder
dude.
why.
Bleach bit 3 times.
Three.
Get rid of that search history.
As always, guys, thanks for coming by to episode 10. It is now 11:50 at night Arizona time, so make sure you guys retweet, thumbs up if you agree with what we had to say tonight, thumbs down if you didn't. Let us know down in the comments below as to why you didn't agree with us. And if you think we're just being assholes, then also share that if you wish as well. Because I do pride myself, and I'm sure these guys do too, of being assholes because we love life like that. We're not pissing somebody off. We're not living life right. So,
but our complaint department is at Rambo's Corner, and that's a 0, not a no.
Remember to retweet everything racist that this man says, and make sure you go at #XboxLove. You guys, love you guys. Have a good night. Shane's gonna have 6 kids.
Oh yeah.